Mr. Speaker, with respect, to the extent that my colleague suggests to this House that I am going outside of the issue before us, Mr. Speaker, I would like to respond for Hansa to also capture same. Mr. Speaker, I strongly disagree with him. At this stage of the lawmaking process is where all issues and concerns are expressed. The matter I raise has to do with what happens in our court. And I am saying that I have witnessed situations where rights are abused because such citizens who came into contact with the security agencies in one way or the other did not have to have access to representation. Mr. Speaker, as a result of that, they suffer some injustice. All I'm saying is that if we are enacting, it is important that we bring clarity and safeguard the rights of citizens. We should provide for these so that the security agencies, as part of their own administrative duties, will be guided. Mr. Speaker, until we ensure that citizens were not detained beyond 48 hours, until all of us spoke about it, that this is enshrined in the Constitution, there were times that citizens were detained by security agencies beyond 48 hours. But Mr. Speaker, because the law is clear and unambiguous, such abuses have limited. Even so, such abuses have not stopped. Mr. Speaker, I would want to say that the over-concentration of power in the appointment process without Parliament having the opportunity to vet is a matter of serious concern that this House must look at even as we go into the consideration stage. Mr. Speaker, 2, I have also identified a weak accountability mechanism. It is largely dominated by the executive oversight rather than parliamentary oversight. And I've stated that and I will not repeat it. Mr. Speaker, I also acknowledge the fact that there must be some level of secrecy. I agree, national security issues must not be made public. However, I need to repeat for the record that to the extent that Parliament itself in its wisdom has enacted its regulation that creates a new committee responsible for national security, Mr. Speaker, there must be unfettered disclosure to the extent that members on that committee, Mr. Speaker, have taken oath. Mr. Speaker, looking at this enactment, it appears again that there is some broad, rather loosely framed, intrusive powers and weak warrant regime. Mr. Speaker, I would delve deep into this when we get into the consideration stage. I've already emphasized what happened not too long ago with this warrant for search and all of that. Mr. Speaker, this law does not address it fully. And it appears that, Mr. Speaker, what we are seeking to do is to create a much more intrusive institution. We are allowing a new warrant regime, complicating matters, and this would further affect citizens, especially political witch hunting. Mr. Speaker, we should also be mindful of the politicization of the regional and district security councils. Those regional security coordinators and the district security coordinators, if you go through the enactment, we do not define their essential qualification for appointment. Are they going to be party members who would be given job for the boys, so you are district security coordinator or regional security coordinator? When they see somebody's cassava in a pickup, they go and chase you. They say for national security reason we stopped you. When they see that there is a car going, somebody has bought his new car, they will chase you and come and say, where did you get money to buy this new car? Mr. Speaker, I say some of these things from experience. Just about a month ago, my own pickup was chased by a so-called regional security coordinator and arrested the driver and said that, he has information from national security. Meanwhile, it was not true. When he realized that the car was mine, he said, sorry. Meanwhile, he had arrested the guy, frustrated him, and I don't want to say he extorted money from him for not having a registered car. Mr. Speaker, if such a person was a professional and by enactment he has gone through the vetting process of appointment and knows what he is supposed to do, Mr. Speaker, he won't do such a thing. So, Mr. Speaker, this bill must also look at it carefully and not just think that because you need to have certain positions filled, anybody at all should be there.
Yes, Majority Leader.
Right Honourable Speaker, you know, in private practice, the way that you get to increase your fees is to speak copiously in court. Even if you say nothing, just speak copiously in court. Because after the clients, when they finish, they say, my lawyer spoke. The way my lawyer cannot. Did you see the way my lawyer was talking? The other lawyers in the courtroom know that he said nothing. And I'm saying this because I have listened to all that my friends on the other side have said, and I cannot hear anything. I cannot hear anything. And the reason why I say I cannot hear anything is simple. We all know that under the NPP, in 2020, you brought a bill to this house, ostensibly to revise the Security and Intelligence Agencies Act, the existing law then. Mr. Speaker, in the process, you enacted an office, which is the office of the Minister for National Security. And you enacted the office and therefore impliedly made it a permanent existence. Mr. Speaker, even the Constitution shies away from enacting ministerial portfolios. Apart from the Attorney General, no minister is enacted by legislation. Ministries are created by executive instruments, and then that necessitates the appointment of a minister to be responsible for that ministry. Mr. Speaker, by enacting the office of a Minister of National Security, you are tying the hands of every president so that he must appoint a Minister for National Security. Mr. Speaker, in the process, you had unwieldy size of government. How many ministers did you have? 125 ministers.
Look at the lead.
125 ministers and deputy ministers. For a small country like this, when a country like Australia, with a bigger economy, has just about 30 ministers. Mr. Speaker, the NDC promised that when we come to office, we will downsize will cut down the number of ministers. So when we came into office, we indeed cut down the number of ministers.
The decision to amend this.
And among the ministries that we decided to guillotine was the Minister for National Security. And then the issue arose in this chamber. The Right Honorable Speaker, Alban Sumana Bagwin, raised it in this chamber that there is a legal problem. There is an act that enacts the office of National Security Minister. So we cannot appoint ministers and there will be no Minister for National Security. So the fundamental thing about this bill is to revise the existing legislation and take out the imposition of a Minister for National Security.
Under President.
That is the fundamental objective of this bill. Take the bill and go through it properly, and you will see that all that the bill is seeking to do is to abolish the office of Minister for National Security and the functions assigned to the Minister for National Security and the establishment of the Inter-Ministerial Council for National Security. Because all these three main items, they are not. Mr. Speaker, so that's the idea that we are pursuing, which is taking out the office of Minister for National Security.
All right, Bishia, and there is a more about TVSY live on Power 97.9 FM. Inside Politics, Jumedine Brenna Sono, and Sama Hodua, Echegu, Mine Ghana, Hardy, Bebois, now, Womine Timia Fan and Tema Pabidi Fra, Yen Brasso, ye, Toto Yagri, Treagri, Nafi, Yahunu, Nepuma Sibida Bia, Yedisia, as Timamu and fast with dear Benny, you bet me and your free. So, if you are being copied 6 p.m. Bebo, Kai National so see a new need this age medi at the Abumoko MCR, Mr. Rav Jampo, and I feel Mr. Peter Cranton, Imano Kusi, Womunina, or Honomo, almost say, with TV in the Kama. Na Jumedia eba be didin na no so betimi age bre no wahwe bi na ode wadwenkyere aboa oba cameras na ne Francis wa Elvis wo mo no mugina cameras na chi ebo modern hwese bibia be ye kama Lizine watwi manim kama sabe de makeup no wa ye mi ame ho ye fefe me da be tena TV so a me de be be so mo me aka se ne matena se a me ba be so mo midin the NK Obrempong. Yes, I am the grassroots president. Ukwap my kania baby a metena bia obun se hran ejanso a wabon se na ejadem if you say yen ya yetememfo no yen ya ditumi mampanifo no abiri bia de yen ye hwehwe ye hiase ye ho betoye no eno na wasi ye demand enti bomode aka ye ho ne ni dwumadi embom oko Facebook at Power 979 FM dwumadi etwegu live and colored wo wetimi ahwe bi na de wadwenkyira ato ye beje bracket kan de amount TVSYZ so Facebook ne mo bomode kopiem ewo YouTube XYZ broadcasting na fe inside politics dwumadi awie etwegu ewo kasa video so no won so wetimi agebra hwe bi na de wadwenkyire ababuwa na ye nyina ye kɔ ene ye nkoma edi kan no ye hwe debate na wo hwe sesia no na ye mrahye bedwam me ne wo ka say the Security and Intelligence Agencies Bill 2025 and other ya no mo de to on the floor of Parliament say be omo be debate ho na sabedie anka National Security Minister position no anka ye sabili we siki say be scrap e dey free and other committee ni board ani nyina no ho nhyɛ da hia na anka omo bomode ameje sa positions ni nyina under the Interior Ministry betimi aboane so the minority I want to say bedwam say woman aban adwene inside was ade hu yen statement no na yen kan statement no mra na afi yen to adwumadi ni so statement wo ho no yen hwe na afi yen kan MCR ready a mon fanto so na afi yen kan statement na that's okay. So statement from the Minority Caucus Parliament of Ghana, statement on the Security and Intelligence Agency Bill 2025. So this afternoon, the report of the Security and Intelligence Committee on the Security and Intelligence Agency Bills 2025 was laid before Parliament, and I contributed to the debate on the committee's report. Let me be clear. The Minority Caucus support the need to reform Ghana's national security architecture. Our country requires a modern, efficient, and professional intelligence system that protects citizens and safeguards our constitutional order. However, in its current form, this bill is deeply flawed. It centralizes excessive power in the presidency, weakens independent oversight, expands intrusive surveillance powers, and fails to provide strong human rights safeguards. I outlined 7 major concerns. First, the bill concentrates too much appointment power in the president. The president appoints the National Security Coordinator, the Directors General of Intelligence Agencies, and other key officials without any requirement for parliamentary vetting. These offices control agencies with concise powers and access to sensitive national data. It is unacceptable that they operate without legislative scrutiny. The bill also allows agencies to perform any function directed by the president or the National Security Council, yes, which opens the doors to informal and untraceable instructions. Second point, the oversight framework is weak and dominated by executive. The National Security Council, chaired by the president, becomes the governing body of the intelligence agencies. That amount to self-oversight. The annual report to Parliament lacks clear disclosure standards, which makes meaningful scrutiny difficult. The internal complaint system requires citizens to first complain to the very official they accuse. There is no independent inspector style body with a proactive investigative powers. Third point, the bill restricts parliamentary scrutiny. It allows security officers to refuse to produce documents before Parliament if the Speaker certifies that disclosure would be prejudicial to national security. There's no requirement to provide reasons or even redacted versions. I think statements, happen at ACL Wahanomo. It's the minority in Parliament. And a woman, so one of the statement you have about the Security and Intelligence Agencies Bill 2025 say, and your money be woman, and she said, the baby woman, sa bill way di ba, woman, and yam na sebejum for woman tiasia, because bill no, at the 2 me baby, at the same Mampanini, so the National Security Coordinator, Mampanini appointed the Director Generals of intelligence agencies and other key officials. Woman, so I want now, Mampany, 2 minutes, yes, now see the 2 minutes, quackshare, or Mampany, Asia, and no, and yet, no quan swan, and yes, I was a Tiniban, minority, a woman, I should be the Security and Intelligence Agency Bill 2025, and Yadi Omudio Mutije, say a Babetra, National Security Minister, position, committee, and the board, I won't, ye baby, ye or near magic. Sa weni nyina de akwakwa say interior ministry ase no wo mo de wo mo say enya de ana wo mo teje ana so wo mo support sa de no because ekoba ne sa pe 2 million nyina be kwakwa kodi o mampani akache sa so de yemfa sa embu wo man wo brekwa ye security agencies nwasem ana ye ka no enti minority na mpene say eno no enya de a wo mo de o muti beje so enti yemfri ona fe yenko mamprobi aye polyclinic ensemu a na watwe mu abobaba maame bi a wokɔwo ne ba e wo clinic ho na okɔ true CS ti wo wie no ni nura ye de awo no ni we no wo da kakra na ni so te no na ne ba wa wo no fefefe no onda ne nchen ma me hya se se wo keke mabisa na me ba wa hiu na me ba wa hiu me ba wa hiu na je se wo bi na agbo wura hospital ho no mo a wakọ no wakọ mama mi ba yiso a wo de na pia kọ ba me ne wo ka say de enu ade ya wo makọ chi maame no okofa ye maame ne ba no ewo mamprobi onoti hoi maame the suspected lady a wo no kofa akola no ewo mamprobi polyclinic wo no da screen so no share live with TVSYZ maame kama you anonko wo ko no wakọ obi ba obi anyem ne babo so me nkono na wo kwakọ wo kura fasi yes ya mu na wagba wura ho no mo no wakọfa akola na nka udi dwane no den na opese to no police for nsaka no ama sabe dia wo police for akati eti the health ministry wo ma hwa na o mse dabi se wo ma nhwe anya nsese ye pa bi amfa ne ma pa bi amugu na kwa mu na se sa ne mai ne betimi akoso ye hospitals dia ebe ha dwene nti wo mo the new measures wo mo the nsese ye I was said to all regional directors, regional hospitals in Yano, since say yeah the new Ghana Health Service, one more diabano, I was say free and neddy crow immediately will be in this directives. So now for intimate mua nipa ekojaya reshe hospitals war nipa ekonoma kwakwa wo ma hospitals war it's yen Ghana Health Service for one press release one more diababeto abontia sabe there aye new directive ediama all the regional hospitals and I say hospitals nyina one more say we so mudiso say beye na betim dia ahotoso papa ediama nipa hodo a wo mu firi wo mu fie akwa these hospitals no makwa je o mayarehwe no makwa wo mo ma sesi aye be da hunu sa akola ekuro mo be fa no bibia timi asi but ne the doctor for hwa akola no eti yenhwe the Ghana Health Service headquarters one press release a de ababa trouble to all regional directors also directives on security and enhance patient care protocols post missing baby incident at Mamprobi Hospital. Eti yanka ne hwe de womo ediaba. Also following the disturbing incident of the reported missing baby at the Mamprobi Hospital and the subsequent statement issued by the Ministry of Health, all regional health directorates and facilities are hereby directed to implement and strengthen where necessary immediately comprehensive security and patient care protocols to safeguard all patients, especially the most vulnerable. These measures include measures are the Ghana Health Service Wamodiabano and the Baberu I say enhanced staff identification system, wearing of uniform and name tags all the time within the facility. So say hospital one wo hwe say wo behuru all the health workers are one ho no be say wo matade prescribed uniform no wo be say no mo de wo tax abobom wo din wo position bibia na fe wo hunu say ampa wei oye adwuma wa ha na ne din ni say na han mo betimi awura ha o access so betimi awura ha na nti abiri bia wo mo nse wo matade no mo mfa eye wo tax embom measure tosumi no say dedicated post-natal ward presence not just say and also nsese ya and also wo de aba e be hwe say ward one ka say nipa be na ewura ward ho wo mo ekokwo wo no wo mo anyem no wo mo ekokwo ja yarehwe no wo mo ewura ward ho no wo mo nyina ye wo mo ekokwo ja yarehwe ana obi wo ho a ni bibia na wo te say maame ye okowura ward ho kofa wo bi bei an wo kọ nti no so wo mo be hwe no matoto ne emayi o say mandatory discharge verification system and also wo mo the system bi ebebra abibia no on be verify workers ana wo mo wo ho na ansa na ba bi kura no a wo mo betimi awura normal access some of the rooms se be ye na wo bi ti sese de maami ebo modern bo wura mu a wono ekofa wo bi badi ni pie no wontimi enya sa akonya no enye sa de ni bio o say intensify staff training na se staff aye jima hospitals wono nso no ye be mom training papa no so betimi aboa wom na se wo bi wura hospital ho enya de obegya yarehwe na ne niema bi enkoyi a wo mo behunu ntempa so na afi wo betimi akire wo nipa kro no I say these measures, when effectively implemented, would ensure delivery of the highest standard of care and prevent the occurrence of such unfortunate incidents in the future. Thank you, Samuel Kaba Akwari Ya. One of the Director General of the Ghana Health Service. Ono Ananinsa Eshe Eye Enkrata Yasia. The new measures at the Ghana Health Service. Ediaba says, Adweye, Woko hospital bia na akoduwa say ni me wo se wu se eye adwuma se staff e wo obi a se ni uniform kama tax bobo omoboso na fei CCTV camera system nso a upgrade ai no so betimi a aboban na baby a wo be for hospital wo bia na camera da so etu be wura hospital ni ma yenim nipa ko wa wuram upia yenim etu wo de baba ya yenim se wo de baba etu wo de ba pia fine na mom wura hospital num e ba bia nkura wo na wu PFV hospital na ebe kurawa na te say obi ba na wo abomode atimi ewure makwakofa no na no so yatimi achew na wasem no ye di ni sade yese na se fata kama obi ba wo ko bi wia no free kofa kasabre matisa abofra ne papa kura say why traumatize wo mo ne abofra ne papa kasa ache say ne ho yira no na wo yere nyam okọ hospital no wakwakọ wo abofra naba wokoya wo fia ne afrewa na wo hospital ne afrewa say wo ba no obi awia no ye be ye dan ana yetimi ahwe science mi se ensisi ewo man mitigana health service for edisa asemi yaba ebetimi abebeboa yento adwumadi ni so His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama wabomodin akwakwa eye enkrofo a akwakopira ana womkohia terrorist attack ewo bra wo mo na Burkina Faso no mu kwakodi omudwa no asabre ebinim hwere wo mo nkwa na wo mo epira no so with the help of the Ghana Armed Forces no wo mo yakofa wo mo ba fie no wo mo 37 a wo mo ja yarehwe na His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama together with the Chief of Staff Honorable Julius Debra akọ no mo a wo makwakosra mo yentie nkomodie ekoso wo bra president ekosra san krofo yi
Nana mukwa me wokwa mfoto tomatoes.
Even in Durance, or Sabina, Ambassador, Mr. Baba Say, Adiba, that is easy now, or Fimoja, Ojan, Ofimoja and Chapiana.
Wonderful, Richard. Then I'm missing. Waiting for we Yamina to
do further surgeries, close the wound, and then get into the.
Okay.
Madam, good afternoon. Dr. President Ababisra.
Madam.
So she sustained extensive burns, the arm,
from the
back. Yeah, I think they set the ablaze. Yes, sir. So she has a huge cut here that has been opened and packed. So we have to be doing dressings for her. So she needs, in fact, the burns are quite severe and extensive. So we have to be doing dressings for her regularly so that she can get better.
Okay, so the president and together with the chief of staff, Honorable Julius Debra, now who was 37 military hospital, Ghana for no Mukwadija Burkina Faso. Now, Womkoshia terrorist attack, I been actually woman Kwankra Femua, a bin so a pre pa na sabre the Ghana Armed Forces, Abomonia Quality Muna, they have about 37 military hospital. Ana Omampeni John Dramani Mahama Abomodin Etuanamon na fe wakwakoshi omni omedin komo akobisa omden kra ne ba ye siye amasa attack yi ba ye na wamo mu nyina yakọ ne wa hye omu nyina se womoda hospital we omo bail nyina Omampeni se womo afa ho ka womo no mbetua no mahwe se wɔn ho atumi atɔ mu yie paa ansana yɛyi wɔn sɛ wɔn bɛkɔ fie nti wɔn nhyɛden na wɔn hunu sɛ nyankopɔn na ɛde wɔn ho afo fie ana saa bɛ deɛ wɔn atumi anya ahoɔden koraa wɔn de te ase nti wɔn gyina wɔn akyi ɔne chief of staff honourable Julius Debra ana ɛkɔ hospital hɔ ɛkɔhwɛ ɛyɛ saa ayarefoɔ yi anaa wɔn a wɔn akɔhyia saa akɔhyia kɛseɛ yi a wɔn abɛbɛgu hospital hɔ no yɛnto adwumadie no so wɔ ha no mo sɛ yi na afei yɛnhwɛ the director general for public relations of the Ghana Armed Forces one also akasa ediafa sa ensemi ho kwanya now the military wɔn bɔ yɛn borders ho aban no kwanya wɔn bɛfa so ahyɛ mu kina na afei wɔn atumi abɔ yɛn borders no ho ɛban yie paa yɛnhwɛ no wɔ bra no wɔ kasamra ne yɛnto adwumadie no so.
And since the unfortunate incidents on Tuesday, the Ghana Armed Forces was tasked to evacuate our colleagues, our brothers and sisters, and so Tuesday evening we brought 3 of them from Burkina Faso. 2 are critically injured, and so they are currently receiving treatment at the 37 Military Hospital. And the Military High Command, led by Lieutenant General William Obrempong, that's the CDS, this morning, and the service chiefs deemed it appropriate to come and see the injured and check how they are doing, and also to give directives to the 37 command to give their best so that our colleagues can heal and join us. 37 will give its best. Moreover, His Excellency the President has also come to assure them that everything required to give them the best treatment, he is ready to foot the bill. And even aside that, 37 is going to do its utmost best to ensure that our brother and sister recover from this unfortunate.
Captain Veronica Ajo Ahen, one the Director General for Public Relations of the Ghana Armed Forces. Ana what is what can I say? One be here, one bamboo with the dinding yipa. Sebeye na Ghana for to memu for one mu to kwanye di omu grafa border na so no. Sa attacks we ebi entimi NCBO going forward. Eti eno ene ensemeda home. Now ene de ya Ana His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama. Wade ne nsa hyase ubeka ya wabra no wo pre one of the policies no did say betimi transforming the economy no the 24-hour economy obetina so beye 1 year ni na bibia na opposition ni bisa na 24-hour economy na mo kan no kra wo himfa da be na mo ye womo de womo nsa hyase wo mra hyebedwem ma no de bill no call mampani ho enedai ana His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama wode ne nsa ahyase ma the 24-hour economy no ababeye emra ewo oman Ghana mu a yenhwe video no wo bra na His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama wode ne nsa ehye the 24-hour authority bill na here.
Other colleagues have just appended my signature to give assent to the 24-hour authority bill. This is a bill Ghanaians have been working for. It was one of our flagship strategies for economic transformation. It's taking a while, but we needed to go patiently through the process to give legal effect to it. And so from now, we must move from strategy to implementation. The business sector is waiting, Ghanaian investors are waiting, foreign investors are waiting. They want to see the package of incentives that we afford them so that they can invest more and expand productivity and also create more employment for our young people. And so it's my pleasure to assent to this bill today. Thank you. And let me congratulate the team that has been working on it, our comrade Guzitando and his team. We're very grateful. Thank you very much.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ana uhuni no bill no ana wo ma so awode kire say na de wode ni sasase 24-hour economy now a free strategy a core implementation afa ni ye ba be hyehyɛ wo manum na afa enuma hodo a ebetimi aye saa 3 shifts no ana ebetimi aboa na as I expanded the operational hours of these industries and companies say beye na ebebie kwan ama employment etimi aba youth dodo a womo ewofia womo ni adwuma ye say 24-hour economy ni ba womo efia no pa besi enwumire womo ye adwuma no womo kofi a enwumire fo nso be fa akwa anopa na afi incentives nso a aban yi betimi dia ma the private sector to say ebia anajo wo ye adwuma light a be use womo be hwe na incentives bi atimi aba unsu abe use incentives be ba say be ye na betimi encourage the private sector na womo abomodin bi omo ho age this 24-hour economy a program a eba what ye gidi ana gidi that's no say betimi aboa na ye economy no etimi afa na ntema pa bi ede fra nti excellency John Dramani Mahama anode nsa share the 24-hour economy ye bill na say masabre ababa ye mra wo mo be ye implementation no na sase adijuma ewo oman Ghana muwa. Now the office of the president through the secretary of the president woma responded to and someone the chief justice Eddie Bebetu Dwa say petitions ahodo a ebeto dwa say nka mampani John Dramani Mahama enyina so nanka wonfa empamo the electoral commissioner Madam Jane Mensa Adokwe any the two deputies no Bosman Nasari and afi Samuel Tete no sabre the presidency are responding to science seminar eba no eti yankan kakra na afi yanto adwumadi no so as a petition removal of the chairperson and deputy commissioners of the Electoral Commission. I have the instructions of His Excellency the President to convey to you actions taken on your petition dated 22nd day of April 2025 on the above matter. In accordance with Article 146 Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution, His Excellency the President duly referred the petition to His Lordship Justice Paul Bafuboni, Chief Justice, on 25th November 2025 to determine whether the petition discloses a prima facie case. By a letter dated 26 January 2026, the Chief Justice informed His Excellency the President that no prima facie case had been established by the petition to warrant any further investigation. Yes. The Chief Justice's letter stated as follows. While the allegations raise serious constitutional and administrative questions, they do not on their face meet the threshold required for a prima facie determination of stated misbehavior and incompetence, warranting that a committee be set up to inquire into the petition. The petition largely rests on conclusion of unlawfulness and bad faith without establishing at a clear fact demonstrating intentional wrongdoing or manifest inability to perform constitutional functions. Even if the commission's actions or inactions are assumed to be erroneous, controversial, or suboptimal, such shortcomings do not automatically translate into stated misbehavior or incompetence within constitutional sense. Conclusion. The allegations disclose disputes over constitutional interpretation, administrative judgment, and institutional response to complex transitional arrangements, rather than conduct so grave, personal, and culpable as to justify a prima facie determination for removal proceedings. Under Article 146 Clause 3, therefore, there is no basis to activate the constitutional machinery for full inquiry, and the petition fall at the prima facie stage. Very well. Accordingly, I found that no prima facie case has been established against the chairperson and deputy chairpersons of the Electoral Commission by the petitioner. It's way an office of the president Sir Chief Justice Paul Bafuboni was it there and Semonua and Omodia Beninano and Samoa woman who say be on them and to me ensuring them to the extent say you bet me the Electoral Commission Neddy and I send the two deputies Neddy. It is Abedie said the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Justice Paul Bafuboni Beka, and no one president he has standing ni tintimu edi abase na petitioners ni nsema wo mo de buy ensuo nyinam a ebetimi aka se sabre de eno ejina so ni yakwa kopamo Madam Jane Adokwe Mensa earlier free or say one year electoral commissioner bill and only 2 deputies Bossman Asare and Samotete earlier free nechi it is our brothers our seminal baby is in a one is a binum eka oh ye cry ye be ye the petition beko me cry me the petition ni beko me the petition ni beko although the chief justice Ababeka say 70 bi wo ha said the oma church rabbi ensuo nyina musa but anke ye behwe silence and seminal 4 years the electoral commissioner 89 for amomanya MP your lordship ano ensuo nyina mu ana me petition amede ba de binie ya ba beto about prior to the general election 2024 election limited registration exercise course no adentina the electoral commissioner for the first time was say apart from the electoral commission district offices panel yeah registration in your baby abio enu enipa hodoa esi wo mo ho kwan amomwanti man register your lordship ewo mramu sa na ewo mramu sa say ye ba beto aba na ye limited registration exercise ye wo ye polling centers wo ho a baby a ye to aba no ehwa na ye na ye koye this as a registration limited registration exercise but 2024 per year Jane Adokwe Mensa our electoral commissioner chairperson was in one penny by force now enye the electoral commission district offices enti na obi wo okura ase mefa Akuapem North constituency a obi wo okura ase a ye ni Kofodua ebohia wo be fa card ye free ho e dia ba Akuapem North assembly ho ansa na wotimi aba be ye sa exercise no oja na djuma oja bibia ye ye wo mra bia secretary sa si e betimi aye ne ba bi sa na the electoral commissioner ya to abawie won na ohwa abato no so you are the returning officer for the presidential elections ya to abawie eniema bia nkoyie asem na kwakodu court electoral commissioner mra no mamaya no wose wo manne wo chen na chika ho ya mana ma betina se eye sa pepepa na enti your lordship asembisa eye die biau ana jemensa ya ebetimi ama yayi na bi se sensem ya eye ewo public document obie wo bi no se entimi amye nyi jemensa ne Bossman Asare oka say NDC is a threat to Ghana's democracy as deputy electoral commissioner chairperson Bossman Asare was it NDC now the ruling government a threat to Ghana's democracy and then as a public officer making that statement your lordship and hagani are you saying say now will be a bit sense me one moment me akoswaka e electoral commission now one acting as an independent body that they are supposed to be. No, because a party be a threat to Ghana's democracy. You lost it, Yebisa. And now, free and nine, some year by course, Menya and 24 and Nemekasa, Obrempong Chief Justice, Obaba Boyeni. Wababa Boye, as a woman, Bembo. Me personally, met me the metia to my justice for Bafo Bonnie. Ocean a track record. Kwanya o fa so share na djuma ya se ebepe me ne de ya ye kasa me fa me kon to ametimi de me kon ato ama no na so se ensem a eba aba na nsan e sha se fi pandai bepe mu ne enkrofo kan ho asem pandai de ya court de ba ye nyina ya bagu Supreme Court yo yate enne electoral commissioner yeso si se waye niema bebre sabre wosan ka jemensa won no ankasa kura no watimi fa ne bag no kofie sa juma no onya bio esan said ne niema bi ankoyie petitions akọ yes sa ne mai say electoral commissioner betimi deny a constituency a whole constituency 4 years without a representative at the Parliament House. Your lordship ɛno nsuo nyina mu ana na no nka ensɛm a petitioners yi wɔn de brɛ wo no ho ɛno nka ho eti sɛsi ɛde abio ana Jane Adoko Mensa wɔyɛ a ebetimi agina so ne yayi nadi sɛ electoral commissioner because nipa bebree bonyo so what the electoral commissioner wo di sɛsi ya no nipa bebree bonyo so ɛnam nsɛm bi ɛkɔ so wɔ kurom ha ebinom de ɔmani huru yɛ kwanya no wɔ fa so na ebinom susu sɛ no wɔ the now opposition party MPP for afa edu baby na ne ntuma ɛhyɛ no koraa no ɛyɛ MPP for colors a wɔ so no de dem as an electoral commissioner and impose as a threat to Ghana's democracy and your lordship. So can Ghanaians continue to trust the electoral commissioner? Jane Adoko Mensa say one thing I say now you're two about one so. Electoral commissioner and nimu sa asem sikura no a wase wo hu no hwe ayo was wo gon by election akọ so ehonu mu na ntokwa by bibia si ye na ye bro members of parliament wo ho nyina si ye bisa the returning officer no ho say then the buy electoral commission officer bia ni watch statement wo hu hwe bibia ni wonu de hu ye eti as an independent body wo mun nsem kan ya bi akyere yen say aha na omugina wo mu de aha na omuwo. Should we still keep them and trust them? Because and some ways is electoral commission one say nye nyankopon adom ano wo men ye Ghana anka bia de asinye hwe 2020 ya to abawie electoral commissioner as the returning officer of the presidential elections what the over 5 different results and betu ja only I say oversight 5 results obebo okay and then when you 6,343,000 when you 5,402,000 you can in abo mani pe to aba 11 million anya adeti anu aba da bi figure na me de to ho no enye sa na tie ma me nsa ma mo foforo no wasa bebo when you 7 million say when you say adeti anu wasa aba da bi enti se eyo man bi so na ntiase anya adwuma anka 2020 eden na Jane Adoko Mensa obemesi wo man Ghana ana biribia yentwen ama ade ni nsi abawie ayese wonam no wu se ka asiyesi lol kwamu se enye pani bi na de ne ka be kwakwocha se no wawu ni aye ni so ka ne begusu asikwanu enku pani bi aye enku sikani bi abaye. Of course, ekwaye taxi driver, ekwaye trotro news kranya nya bi mfemfa ho. But a company bia enenenenenene. Obakoni eto ka no, e dey free kwanum. I think I'm now sending 3 days. Na me share video bi on Facebook. Na abrante bi twemu okumase kwan no so, na track bi a park asai sikwanum. Ana osimu hwe. Track yes yi. Enku wo bi anya de omu beto de free kwan mu da. Ampanyampa dana nyumire accident si wo be na track na se yesi mani pa hwere ne nkwa enti abibia yenhwe no owuo mmra abibia yenhwe na boni bi nsi na afi yenka so afi de ebetimi atu ho anamon de subaya electoral commissioner na dana di no one day subapadi oni the deputies ni nyina kwanya wo fa so ye wo madwuma proud to the 2024 general elections and some more wo keka wo kromu ha wo mo ne ye kwanya no mo fa so se ebinom nya access cross on beto aba provisional voters register on ba ye the NDC say we have seen some discrepancies. That was the major opposition party. What me say provisional register na mo de aba no yahu discrepancies bi wo mu a enye yahu ebinom kura wo mu din wo so mo picture ni ho ebinom picture da wo mu din ni ho ebinom so wo constituency anya ha no mo wo eti ye forensic audit ewom e wo na MPP for sorry here so time the general secretary of the MPP Justin Fripo Nkodua Wobekai say electoral commission grab penina forensic audit course or register no more. They will demonstrate against the electoral commission. The electoral commission never did the forensic audit. Our provisional results, register results are the various political parties say munhwem near the final results no we also near the final results number near the to about 2024. A political party are not here bemu MPP for original say sad discrepancies na NDC for and one more can one sem no woman ye the omoba pineda ene mo baby awiemu ebi amu ye kura nke favor mo kakra. How independent is the electoral commissioner? So president and a bear appointed electoral commissioner obetimi aye independent ana. Say a president and a bear appointed special prosecutor obetimi aye independent ana. Especially when Abina and financing the operations of the special prosecutor. Abina and the budget equal electoral commission no more it is a company appointed electoral commissioner obetimi aye independent. That's the question. It's about way bar Dabi electoral commissioner way and Yamina may appoint akosu womayimu. Ebedu baby ebeti mi aka say sa appointment will not be made by the president and then we can say they are independent. Now you have found Owura Kisia Jaben special prosecutor. Wajin the second in free finance ministry. I know they are in operations. How can this person be independent? How? I want to know. What did the free baby? It's immense me what? Near maybe I'm a person with your mamma. I was some catcher on our way. The time whereby and a special prosecutor document was so releasing not the man attorney general said the baby met me a kick-starting the extradition process near the kind of Royata Befie Nameti baby Namesari na Yamesari. Kwana koke sika wodo akọ special prosecutor office na say a time when you chair says Canada mano a time no Royata a finance minister. I don't know chair says Canada go the special prosecutor's office for operations. Once then we release document na ma sa. Document ni release kra yen to kwa. No best obey. Your lordship, hwe me say there me Judy justice for bafu boni. Enye ne ne maka wasem wa hanum sa. I have so much trust in you. We wo gidie wo mu papa. Na minim say waba betina so Ghana judicial system be fa ntima pa bi de fra but e kamen kwom yambu player anka petitions no yenhwe mu bio anasa ye de ba foforo no eya mpacho mu ntie mayen na mu hwe mu nkodi piye because ye fa kwambon no so deny obi se wanya mra se badwani a your lordship enya de ketwa abisa victory garlic mixer ana so me monologue yase yanko victory garlic mixer for aso ye na fe wo mu nuo no yarewa esa na etime bua na onipadua ni nya hoɔden no wo mu nto aduro ni bi ma ye hwɛ mo mra ne nto adwumadi ne so
enua victory garlic mixer na wati ni dina tia ni se na aduro ni tie na no pasem ne se aduro wi adwuma ye titru pa ne se ebeboa ananna ne srade e wo nipadua ni mu ntin mu ama ohu atɔ kura de dika obabi wo ho a okonfikyire a ema aduro a wunya ye victory garlic mixture ebi kura ho obekɔ a ewie wo ansa na ba eye victory e na wunya victory no ma na busumi biara ubenya ofikyire akwa empa ho kura eno de akyi a obi wo ho a ne ti ne tadwa no obi wo ho ye adwuma kakra bia no abrɛ na nakoma bɔ ne periperi ni nyina ye mogya entimi mfa akoma nu nkwa adwen mu eno ne kɔfa saa de ne ba odofo mesrew so wo ho na wonsemu ta adwew ebia wonsa no sei ana wonamro mu na esi fom no kura ewew ana ayatufo se de edi fom ato mpaboa mu a eya victory na me kan fama wo onum victory asa no ma ye bobɔ soro nyina no ebegyae de oto ho anadwo a wontini na wohia victory Enframa nyankopon de ama yen se yehumi wo de wo humi a na wo tie so o bra victory and the betimi aboa wo ye wo bi wo so a wo ho na ne yema hye no a obi a na ne ka obi a nya ne hwe obi wo so na koma bɔ ne peri ni nyina mogya ne ntimi ne afusa ne ye wo ni padua no ɛdura wunya ye victory garlic mixture de watwa bra ya bi a na se kokodue ne nam no no ye ne basa victory and American for wunya victory bi no a ɛbɛboa wo se doctor de wato aduro so sani a ubetimi anom victory na ka waduro wonu na ne se waduro no na abɛno ma meet aduasa no anom we so na abɛno ma no anom victory no so achi meet aduasa wo ye ne sa bibia abɛde kama ma se wo na se tata wo ye agya ho adwuma mesraw adura American for ma wa ye victory garlic mixture mesraw nipa ne bia danse a ye pese ye fa wo ma danse na tie na se wo so koto a ubenya sa danse kro no a
ntumi mi page mi ntumi ni di mi yare so mene ko be 12 years di man no ndro mo jedru 5 minutes de trim matutu ana se na meti TV mo ntumi na me hwe ne mo se mo tun ndro bi esi victory heba victory garlic mixture ne mi todru sa ba modru no asa modru no eye papa ntumi ni di o mi din sam no mo ne didi afi me no se di ya na afi insan afi me no ntumi di bi afi me di ma edubone sa bi semi anu so no ntumi di anu so me bom sa afi de anu so be du bi no ntumi di bi afi me hu de me nya no na ti edo no kan o TV so a na me kutu bi no edo no anopa eni ewiani enwure no ande no se afi nyampala me no bibia ntumi di mi se afi na tola tam ko ya black masa modro no die edoni na nyame hira mo
aje me pa me problem ye menstrual pains nda ne kakra me so me nya me menses no bosum ni ma me bre pa me brankasa me timi to tondro no na ne se man ti se yesi ye bidro ha na makoto be bia me we timi fa ka ekọ obi kru so ekoto bidro me timi no bi tese na victory ni in fact I don't know me die wo mu die me ko tobi me tie advert no TV so sada na me sorry anwunwe na me ko toye na dana me say ade yi to me padi mu no mo ja tropa yi to me padi mu ti me twa to me phone so kura say ha adwene a enka me de betuma ka ho na mo ahwe te say so one way ya kwa kase me bia me ya bo hye na me no moduro bi te say efi sada na yi sa moja toa no to me pade mu no me nye meze se no moduro e ma me hu sa e moja se bi like say kwoti te say ni na flow kama to victory tie me ntimi enja nto ho te to de bia na mo ba abasha mo me so abasha na edo ne me di hu adanse
obi si me de cholesterol sa de body and aba mi nipadua ma be dia tenase wadro ye victory garlic mixture se wunya victory ni no ma cholesterol no se ne ne density bia no victory be yi ni nyina afiru nipadua no odofo wo pedia to anama ne 024 2545 633 024 2545 633 ana 020 129 3280 020 129 3280 eya victory mkunimdie ne ade bremu
I was on the same debate TV XYZ live on Power 97.9 FM inside politics Jumedi na area so yabomodi asin kunwa na ensem ahodo a etwegu o manum ne esese won so wote ase na afi otimi do adwenkyere eboa Jumedi ana yebomodi ne yede asomo midi de enke Obrempong the grassroots president yeto Jumedi no so wa ha ede amaw na speaker of parliament Alban Sumana Kings for the Bargain was say animanim ya was a Ghana etiminya third force a very very strong third force no ebetimi aboa na MPP NDC to the bia MPP betina bemu no kwa na nieme bi oye no ayestai NDC betina bemu no wo kwa enti sa two political parties here wo magiga na afa abribia ye leader so no anye ebeye bi no the speaker of parliament Aban Sumana Kings for Bagman say anke nya third force ebeboa na afa yen democracy no emu aye dinye pa yen speaker wo bra no wo kasa nsemimra ye man ento adwumade ne so.
I learned this in 1992 when NDC had their first Congress, and that was at Cape Coast. I was then practicing in Accra here. And the variety, the number of people we met from all over the country really blended us together. The NDP invited me to some of their congresses. I attended, and the same was repeated there. So the other parties. But now, we seem to have two only strong, vibrant, surviving parties. For me, I think we need a third force. Political parties are the gateways to representation. Parliament is the arena where representation becomes decision-making. Therefore, inclusion must begin in parties and mature in Parliament. I was waiting for any party to have fielded a female in the Ayahuasca East Bar election. And I was personally going to support the candidate because we need more of our women in Parliament. Unfortunately, the parties have disappointed me.
Speaker of Parliament, Aban Sumana Kings for Bagman, Anna Wotin in Kano, was a third for Sumra, Emra Pa, 90 Mebwana Ghana in democracy, no, Eme Munyede, because say, I say, yen enida so ye MPP NDC ankwa ebekwa but yenya third force wono so betimi aboyure ma ebema yen amanyo 7 no emotimi aye din na bibia so atimi aye kama wa ha hack healthcare for one of kan yensa wo na hack samisa na capsules eno ye osa yare wano ne tamfo kese a se osa yare nko na aye wa me ba chobo modern na ensem a wo mode ba beto akwam no hwese obedi so na fe yetimi aboa wa pomde hack hack safo okay bibia abokode na me adom mugusu sa osa yarewa no na nke won se unam kroma time te se obi ka se me osa ba first na common ana me osa ba osa ina dimbe ko wo to osa e wadro minim obi a personally na osa yarewa ha no eti medi adro ho ye bo ho dawro asa me point of frame kwabena adro yi me pese me tobio na wo kan wa se me na me se o koso na hwe and another me catch the dance there ya wo frame ya wo dia e kire so mo yinti no Ghana for you ready wo mo tie wo mo hwe ne haxa mesa ne capsules de ye no bo ho de wo mo tie me da wase enke me da wase na ma me mfa nchi akese so mre ya hwe for ma gemra mo hwen de enke ka no me pacho ne kwanso ano no dance die ni de adoso kra mazise no ye kasi ye ba bebo ya na emrenti nanso ye bebo modern na dakro ya bebo ne nyina ma wonso so wati adansi dia ye haksam shane ne capsules ad ewon crofo abrabom ene ayaresa ye de ema o mepacho ye ba ne ye kan se ya mepacho sebi enyam futuro bi na ye betro de agu wani dabi aduro no eye dra esaya de wakasangasa aduro no eye dra mepacho se wo de wo no se eye stomach ulcer bi teteo unim obi a stomach ulcer tete no dofo bi bia wabusuani bi stomach ulcer tete no hu ne onye ne ho a o de kona kope haxa mesane ma no ene ne capsules ne fama no na ehwe bibi keke se ono no aya na mepe obi a o se me de ne ya ono aba mi hu ne ya menya me hu sisi ya me ne kasai o se ya ono aba stomach pain stomach ulcer no ya ono aba masese ne ho tete me pesa nipa no so onkonko tobi na onnom ne ya nhade within 3 minutes
no saa pain na wuti ni nyina no be free nipadua no makwam wa ye free na afi no e de ntobo ase asanyadewa no kakran ma nipadua no aye free aye funu nkro nim eno nti ye ba ne se ane ye bisa se e de nkra ne stomach ulcer no say what be pain and I say bia doctor ni bi aboso e de a chiro and as what is so dofo bi e ka ho asema ulcer ni nyina e kro say na de bia ye chire mu no na ba bia kro na e to no and ya na doctor for no me pa cho omode e tudin eno nti e bia what gastritis and as gastric ulcer na the doctor ne person hye nyina ne say e kro no e ye ulcer kro no aba beto wo ye fru nim ba bia wudidi a na aduane na kwa akoto no e ho ana kro na aba beto say e bi nso so a wo eye peptic ulcer dia ene na doctor ne person o kire se ekuro na e bae no atọ won suru nkoto anim baako ana baako so asan akoto wo yefunu nim eno na kabom ne afre no peptic ulcer e bia oti esophageal ulcer ene na me pacho droben san munim ha no eno eho ana ekuro no aba beto na me se type biara wunim de watene din de wonte ni din me pacho ni nyina no eye haxamisha and capsules Haxamisha and capsules are doing and for shining so. Atani atazo so de baby abehunu penny bia no na kakra de akire enti me pacho o kota ma enchichemu me pacho bomodin ase wo tonsuo no eye mixture no na wo to eye topaye na eye capsules no na eno nso no o de aka ho na ama aboa ma ayaresa no atumi abantem aboa ma yawa wo na mu no atumi afuru ni padua na aboa ama wo ni padua no atumi asipi asita na eno nso no eho asem no na no wato nsuo no ne capsules na wie no onum nsuo na mepacho eye cap na ehye nsuo no so no obanum 2 anopa awia ne anwumre wa wie no 30 minutes time na eno nso so no odi pure water ya bi ordinary water ya wo fie bi no odi anom eye capsules no eno nso so 2 anopa awia ne anwumre na wa wie no na mame enhunu se aboa bi se ono na ode eye stomach ulcer ba ye friend H pylori onfa oyem ho na yenhwe na me pato eno no ana amankrofo edi hu adanse bebre no enintine se na medical kire ulcer se ye kuro no na afi no aya na ahanu momu eye mede esan se enkrofo bebre hu signs and symptoms wo muni padua mu a omo ntumi hunu se ye ulcer na ye o manazi e bia yare foforo bi unya nko hospital dia ene ma memo signs and symptoms ni bi nchiro na check wo ni padua mu hwe e bia no pai udidi aduane to yem no odi emi bebobo so bi no wa check ahwe se wo tri sanka ni bi dia e bia na wo die no stomach ulcer dia no akwape haxamisha and capsules na one no ama ulcer fru ni paduanim na ansa na yebebo so me pa church number no fresi si asem no kasai si asem no kasai o de o fra o say metem ka e wo TVXYZ so na won so no ade biara o pese u bisen komo biara pese u ni yedi e bia wo baabi na ebi ni ho say yenye delivery mfama o say yen kire o baabi e ben won ekope bi to ni nyina no ye no bedu nkomo ama sumdua ba ama osa no afru ni paduanim akọ number no e 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 onso betimi afre 0203 822 855 0203 822 855 mami fa ba ko franka ho na ofre na se number na ye busy a na eno nso so no wa frɛ no 0546 189 405 0546 189 405 into offer numbers me say ya me dia ma o ya me pa cho a doctor for na nkasa be so mu na ye no wadi nkomo fe ama asumdua ba afei me pa cho anopai asese wo ho aduane to yam na o yefunu ne tew sen obo won mu a o se anopai aduane to yam kakra bi no me yam nyina adwan me yam chasa ase me ho yira me hu ya me nya me ho me pa cho se enya no paimpo anase wo ho no na wonya sa symptoms bi a me pa cho anase signs bi a ebia na wo de no stomach ulcer na akwakofa sa o hawe e de about sanse aya na ano oya pa yi yawa ya mo fam no aya na ano oya pa yi kona kope haxamisha ne capsules bi obo okra so no pa wunya ndidi ade e chen wo yam kakra bi no pain a wote wo yam no na ano ohye pa na unhunu nia wonya wo ho eba ne saa no na kyerɛ sɛ usuro kura sɛ womfa duane mpo nsan ento ye mepa kyɛw ebia na wo de no ɛyɛ stomach ulcer kona kɔpɛ haxa mixture ne capsules na ɛnonom ɛma wo ho ɛnyɛ de ento obi won so a wo sɛ aduane kakra bi ɛtɔ ne yam no kakra bi na odi ye no asɛ sabi wodi ewiasimu nuani nyinaa bi aduane na sɛ ne so obi kura de wo sɛ ɛyɛ na aduane no akɔsi sɛ memfe hanum sɛ aduane no asɛ aduane no ntimi ɛntɔ meyam obi kura de ɔsɛ aduane no asɛ foroba ne soro obi nso sɛ aduane no mpo no asɛ aka ne minim akɔ akɔlɔko ne minim obi wɔ sɛ aduane no mpo no ɛhyehyɛ me kɔn ho mepakyɛ wohunu bibisa wɔ nipadua mu ɛneɛ na hyɛ no nso ebia na wo deɛ no stomach ulcer na de wɔ nim nyinaa ba kɔna kɔpɛ haxa mixture ne capsules ne no nom wae na wo ho ɛbɛtɔ signs and symptoms bɛn na also so wonya wɔ nipadua nim obi sɛ aya na meboa no hanum sɛ no on tokuro bi na ɛda hɔ nom sɛ no ɛho etimi ya me ya pa na ama mehunam nyina ya me etimi so machiri dompenim machiri nkasa nim etimi so memfe na ama ɛho nom nyina ya me honum tutumi ɛba ne saa kura na sɛ ɛba sɛ me ya bibi na me bɔ wa na me paucho yawa metin wo mini padua mu no aya na ano odene mentumi enu ntine ɛwa no kura no ntumi mmɔne dene ɔbɔse ne mu no akata na no me paucho uhunu sabi wo nipadua nim ene na haxa me sabedo akagina mu wai kona kope haxa me sana ne capsules ebia na stomach ulcer ana etete wo sana me pacho obi nso so won ma o se eba ne sana na ebu okra me bo etimi hyehye me sanse gas na wo ne yem no abo aba ne suru sei enu nti amba gas na begina ne bo ama ne bo nyina ye den hyehye no obi won pokra so no wonya palpitation otimi se na koma po ne kim pa cha se ebo ne sana na nani su nyina echim no nani su brim no oti wonim sei na osori no anso ade mu a anhwe ya na sebi otwa e de ato for me pa chow stomach ulcer no yade boni na ebetumi ama akura no yade fufuru bi kura baba besusu esan se sabio o sorry na wani su birimu no wan so adim na wo to fom ahwe kuro bi ka so wutwa me pa cho na nyetwa na wutwa ulcer na ulcer no kona kope haxa mixture and then the capsules na one nom ama ulcer no agya wo mu won se aduane na wodi no wase afini nyina ba bonten enuane mu nrupa na nka wose yehyehye ma wo ye fine no wo ye oba wo ye bema no wo ye tubom kama no saa nutrient ni nyina na wase afia ba bonten no enti no ebe den na woni padua na ye kama aye akono me pawo cho kona kope haxa mixture ne capsules ne no nom enti no obu okra na obe check ne weight ene no obe na eswate ade abechi na obese check no na eswate ya na oye ni mo ye ha me paucho wa ye se hatu na ne sotia na ete enu nti no obi sia wotumi kase ase woni padua no wa ye fita dodo sanse moje wa hu nyina no esen eko moje wa woni padua no nyina na esen wo so wa ye fita me paucho yes wonya pale skin me paucho kona kope haxa me shane ne capsules nonnom ema ulcer no asie entu me se ulcer ya de boni ekum nipa sanse wonya perforation sanse ulcer ema wonya internal bleeding ni nyina no ekofa eye ohaw anase sebio edo ko ba bia mempese mebodini kona kope haxa mixture ne capsules na etone nonom ema ohu ento me pacho obi won so a wo se media bia ne tuma no mu a mente de aduane na media tuma no mu no asesebe abusia bi na media guma no mu no mente de ba akokora wo meni paduane anase manum honom no osa betimi ayosa kona kope haxa mixture ne capsules na nonom ema ohunya de ento me pacho won so no ede na osa wotinka wo ni paduane mu sai na wotinka wo ni paduane okasa na sebe enka wo bad breath anase halitosis say ekuro ana wo yam te wo kasa na mframa efa kuro ni so na eba abonten no obahe na amasebe enka aba wonum kola kope haxa mixture ne capsules no nom na ho betoji number ni bio 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 onso so betimi afre 0203 822 855 0203 822 855 and I say 0546 189 405 0546 189 405 na onso so fra ba bia wo bia no ye bekyerɛ ba bia ben wo no akwakoto bi ana se di bebro mpokura na delivery na ye de abro me pacho se osa sebe ama ofile namness ya na wonsa yetitriti onan so etimi yetitriti wo don sa bof table so e fam kra won tem pokura se wo don sa e bo ana so tia fam pa won ti osa betimi aye osa kona kope haksa mesha and capsules nonom ema ohunto entwen ma osa nya kase o nipaduanim ekoye kase pa ebia na yedi kan wakwakonya perforation na medi kan boss so na ebia emo wa no mde osa ba no ayaye from H pylori no omanya kwan abo awra wonso nkoto anim na omobone mu ntokuro omokofa oye ne kase ene de abro ye do ko hospital agise yitwitwa wonso no ba bia se no na afi ne yetoa ba bia ense ye ne mepa choma ne nyansa no akase me hunyanka entwen ema osa nya kase o nipaduanum isanse obetumi anya internal bleeding no moja na efiri ohunu nyina no mepacho edo ko ba bia mempese mebodi nti bomode na ekope haksa mesha ne capsules nonom ma asie entuma entwen Emma osa Emma wunya eye gastric outlet obstruction sana me pese me kira na de me pese me kira nyina ne se eye ba bia aduane ne kogu ye ma esane ko wonsoro nkoto anim no esan se osa mo we yaje ho abosu nti no eho no ahuhuru obroni se ho na inflamed enti no aduane no edru yam na wo se esane ko wonsoro nkoto anim na entimi nko na achoke obonse asen abo ede abo eye woye funu nim no enu nti na odidi kutua bia na aduane na ahyewo so na obo honum kra na agise ode ne nsa wo ne minim na emna ase afie aduane nyina aba abonten ansa na ne ho ato no entwen ma ne nkodu honum sa obreko a stomach ulcer tamfo haxamisha and capsules aba ebeji wakagina mu kopebi to na nonom ema ohunto se duduo mu ba kumu no ba na mde ma no fra me pa cho wonso so onsa beka bi 0240 23 8310 0240 238310 and 0203 822 855 0203 822 855 and a 0546 189 405 0546 189 405 and until say me can haksa me sane ne capsules are no agem so osa etamfo NK nyami onsrao ye two osas
hake for moyade because adansi die ya eba no only say ekuro etu won hunamani kura na wo de duro tare so a eya na eti na nkopem se ekuro tu wo yam na wo hunu ba bi ekuro no kura da na wo de duro timi atare so aje unya haksa capsules ene ne mesha na afi one of net me etu ase ebedam ase ni munupa abusia aha live on power 97.9 FM na fi TV XYZ inside policy jumedi ana yede somo ene enwumre so enche bia na fi mpanifo akase mienu a ene de ye ni omubedi nkomo ewo jumedi so wo mu nyina aba na omo aba betina ase na ene ye ni Peter ya kwachiaka one of your former member of Parliament for the people of Amenfi Central NDC Amanyoko ni dimo ana obeba baha ana fe ye Abdul Razak Chachas one your deputy director of research Buno region Edema NDC Amanyoko no sampani fo emienu ana obeba betina se na fe ensem bi ti se wo hwe ye CJ no Chief Justice no petition a wabatu egu eba bedi hu nkomo na afi ya hwe sabe ya 24-hour economy ya eno so atimi abai His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama enyade den sa say impact bay ana ebetimi aba be create na afi mfasode bay ana de ba o maimuni nyina echichi youth no ebetimi enya mfaso ho health sector reform so maye na wo mo hwe say sabe de wo mo den hye pa betimi ato na wo bi antimi mbowura hospital enkofo bi ba no mfa na nwan engwane midi de enke Obrempong the grassroots president and metisako nyakese mu de ma Mugabe ma say the capacity man ye be dane ye ho aba yenya aba pe perifo ne be ba betena se na afi nkomo aka nyina ne ye de asomo twa me nko ba bi e ba sia
every human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also yare ya titi be benfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da. Se me chiro no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se what ulcer tamfo hexa capsules any hexa mixture yanum bom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom. Anka ne ho ato no dadaada. Ulcer dro de eno ne hexa capsules any hexa mixture.
Ankom ni nchiremu.
Ulcer ye kura eto yafunu ene ensunu mu. Etuma wo yafunu ekekawa. Wodre ho a enyi. Ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie. So how eye ulcer de a compare hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto.
Pedudu etu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatanya woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfiedu mienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edie age edwadie nkratoyi yi atom.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Obrempong eye adwumada eboa eyam aduane eboa eyi nsa free ni peduanim na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yi nanso wonim se niema a yedi na yenom timi ma brebo ye adwumaden sen pote
Mehunda me brebo ye adwuma pa ebia sese mitumi ye bibi boa me brebo
Ani and wanting what the left from the Moses Clinic we have our center about
herbal food supplement. What's it? Pa de Obrempong. Ama ye juma ye.
Na, ye juma.
Fatopa ye no. Anopa ni enyumre. Na eboama Obrempong ye juma ye. Sani ebeya ebetimi anyam aduane awodi. Esiesie ni peduane mu eyi mu finsi ye.
Eno na me Obrempong kia pa. Obenya Live Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ni supermarkets are ebeo. Sa wo pedudu so to a. Fresh 0244 06 8447. Live Kid. Wa wo brewo, wa wo ni pedua. Edro yi enye ma apemfo. E ma e ma omomanfo. Ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumie. FDA agi dwedie krato yi atum.
Ifo kra na menyisika. Edia ye mefui.
Ehinfa pa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre ni ye bosia ato taxi fofo. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekokro abosia, susu account, ene da so wɔ hɔ savings account, me bada chain savings account, ene de akeka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka ona.
Suhum Rural Bank enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Medas is so trained in 1 pound sanka with video no. I had TVS YZ. We are also live on Power 97.9 FM inside politics Jumedi and Yuguswa Yede Air Mono in Semahodwa. Etwegu o mine Ghana Hanomwa ye pen upon Sibre Sebe ye na Nina betimi a subetimi abas faso Edi ametime mufo ni Yuguswa Yedi Sanko Moi Edi Croy na said the Medican kind before I make break no. Peter Yakwatiaka, a former member of parliament for the people of Amenfi Central, and a fee a year chachas, and Subaba Bekaya, deputy director of research, Edema, a year NDC Amanyukuno of Benon region, one also Nam Kwanswa, Woba, Nafi, and Komaka, Bobo Suninano, Yabo Modian Shimini Penepome Sibre, Mididi and Obrempong, the grassroots president. Before Ansana Yebeshe and Komodina Seno. Mamin Kamfo Safari Valley Eco Resort in Fairmount, Safari Valley Eco Resort. Eye biaye ho fe yi pa. A o pe baby ada adwa home oni abusiafo. O pe baby aye weye. O pe baby aye birthday party, o pe baby aye wedding or engagement. Dwumedie bia nipa hodo na e ba betwahiem no ma ye. Na timi aye fire akono dia. Na Safari Valley Eco Resort. Ana me Kamfo dia ma wo ehwe nwunu wo hwe environment na very serene and clean. Wankasa kudu wa bu sampa. Wanya baby a efe yi a wo kwakodaje wa home ana kwakoye o program a eno nso be ya asem da ho a ebeche yi ede ama opa ntifo woni kirem ewa edukroma krapem ene awukugwa krapem edan ho ehwa na be Safari Valley Eco Resort me ba cho na fe bomode na dwumedie bia opese odi no ene omuni ho nkomo mbe ma bia ya obeya ebeye kama na fe ohun atimi ato so opese woni wo yire nso enko na monkoda ba bi njojo mu weekend holiday me pa cho ehope ana me kan for the amount so do ani be kire na wokwa enya de a obenu ho da bomode na from e wo sa number yi so won bejo so na fe nkiremu bi aka no won betimi de asomom 0596 914 394 0596 914 394 and now betimi visit you on website no www.safarivalleyresort.com www.safarivalleyresort.com na fe nieme bia opese wu hunu edefa wo mo hono wo metimi ene wadi hu enkita ho na fe wo ma pebre na dwumedi abia opese odi no wo ma so mu na ye kam e wa fe yi pa eye ba bia me ankasa makọ na fe mi de mani akwakọ hu ti me kan fa ma wana minim de me kan momodi anakọ na nya de abenu hu da yenko na fe ye ne honorable Peter Yaukwachi Aka, former member of parliament for the people of Memphis Central, Ancient Comodina, say, Honorable Akwaba.
Yeah, me there.
Now, what you say you?
Bia
Boko.
Oh, Chia, I have funny with you from. And can come Memphis Central for Fiesta Breed.
Yes. Now, I mean, money cost say, and need the Yakurano, and for men in them ream, to say, fuel a boar, dollar. Said the near Messi Fak or near my boar, at the same end this for sending near Messi Fatia.
Yo, Minia, say. I remember the yeah, Nipa United one dance say a coye. O fair baby a free buy a year MPPD jay. Na baby within 1 year, dear be dudia, let's just say a yepa. O share a bobony may be a friend inflation. Yes, near my book or
yes,
that time I could get baby who talk at the crana. The overwhelming say. Ujina wanye ne tema na ebuo na akosoro the abrofo your friends hyperinflation uhwe petrol bo ekodru ya kodru verse 17 18 ho e say abafem abedru 10 point something tumkura below 10 ya de petrol so ebuo determine enema bebre so chese ema enema yi ohwe bank ekobo bosia eno so ye didi dwane ade no e say policy rate no enso ate abofem ohwe treasury bill aban obo ne bosia nyina bebre free treasury bill ho e say no eno so akofem ohwe debt to GDP ratio a car yede na sika yenya sai sika na yagege ne mani mu no eno bi na yede kotua bosia na ya bono.
Okay.
I'm say MPP for buy me ya na fedie na etiam we bi anyi etora bi over 100% ti. Ejisika na edi na atua bosia na ebi nka yensem. Enyi entumi nya kwan, entumi nya hospital, entumi nya bibia. Enya ma sa haircut na buy ya usika da bank no, usika odi aye investment na buy so de sa to so. A haircut I ma mpenefo bebre wuye. Wo mo a pensioners a omo de omo sika akoto banka omo didi hu kakra no nyina abanje ne sato so a sanse no ntumi ntua eno yade a sesi abomodena ma abafam esi aye below 50% a kire se ekwan de mu a abanje gisika o mani mu a na obetum kura atua bosia ne bi ma still yenya sika yade ebeye eniyema aye ye sports so increase eniyema yade ekọ amanone ekoton no eno so ayeyi amaye ohwe emem ade na hadwen kese ohwe baomia no oye ne campaign those days na oba power no de no oye campaign pa ni dollar any cedi no and oye famous quote say you can do all the propaganda we want, but if the this thing
the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. And the now you pass say no, I say that time NDC na could do 3.8 to the dollar. This is on TV da kra only president then Kufuado. Yes.
That time omo candidates no. They say yadia a hack pass omo ba be ye. The sense idea be about tournament bia no determined by the value of the dollar.
Yes.
And omo buy na omo ntumi anye initial or say or the policy chino ma yato key mu akoma the akoma IGP. If you no break jail mondam koya ko do 17 18. They say man ye me ye basa if the omu ana no nyame chadum NDC ba ya bomodene ama a drop aba 10 a say ho edwadifo ama omho aha ye eno nam so na ma enema bo ebinum aba fem no.
Okay.
Yes. Na aye tie amanfo bebre so enema no ni nyina ma afam ni nyina ma afam na se kire say yakase inflation you say akwa from the na unjija 23.4
yeah,
so
almost 24%
no ababa drew 3.8% and no na se kire say the rate we say the rate of increase of prices said the enema yatoto otumu no nanka to explain nanka chese wo ho a enema na ehurihuri ntem na eno no na ye bae no ya bɔ modern ma aba fam sɛ niema no ekɔde no enhurihuri nti kyerɛ sɛ 3.8%. eno kyerɛ sɛ niema bo nkɔsoro kyerɛ sɛ ofa 1 year say price no ebeduru end of the year no na kɔsoro only 3.8%. That's the meaning.
Okay.
Wabra omo time na 23.4%. Kyerɛ sɛ no be kontem tem. Nti wo ye businessman na untumi plan. Wo ye salaried worker untumi plan.
Okay.
Because o plan wo salary nti say ya next month wo be kono na price akɔsoro. Na say no amanfo ka so aden na inflation akɔfam na nso nneɛma no nyinaa aboɔ no nkɔfam. It is not so.
Okay.
You can say inflation akɔfam a na no nkyerɛ sɛ nneɛma no ɛde
negative. Nneɛma no kɔfam by force.
By force.
Okay.
Na mmom no yɛkyerɛ sɛ nneɛma no nkɔsoro kikikiki.
Yan tutu ne
buom. Yes, ana tie. Nneɛma bi gyina deɛ unya inflation 0% a 0. Na yɛ sɛ nneɛma no ɛno a nkɔsoro ɛno a mafam.
Okay.
And you want negative inflation, I friend deflation. And the nneɛma no ɛkɔ na ɛkɔfam.
Okay.
And one hwɛ yɛ businessman so a usika na bɛhye because nneɛma no deɛ wokɔtɔɔ no wɔhwɛ no fɛ deɛ yɛtɔ no boa wɔfam nti deflation ɛno nso nyɛ nti amanfoɔ nte ahyɛ sɛ ɛsɛ no deɛ yɛduru more or less like stability nneɛma no nkɔ soro ɛnso a mafam nti nneɛma akɔ yie paa afi a yɛakɔ mu yi.
Very well. Yɛntoa yɛn nkɔmmɔdie no so sɛ wobɛhwɛ a proud to the 2024 elections. His Excellency the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, one of the top policies are na edana no the 24-hour economy. The 24-hour economy. Ujina bebi anoka ekwanya ne betimi afa so aboa I expanded the operational hours of these industries, companies and factories a omo ye adwuma ha ebe create opportunities the ama youth no do na wo mo pe adwuma no because 24-hour economy ehyasia the operational hours will be expanded and afi one more adwuma no shift bebe mu a ebi be kwa no pa nwumre na ebi nso akọ na etimi aboa parliament ebo modern de omonsa she bill na se ede koma o mampani ene de ya na His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama wode ne nsa a she bill na se asenti to it abeye ne mra sabe de o purchase a free strategy a implementation a wo mode ba be hihye bi se de beye na the 24-hour economy no ebetimi ahyase aye adwuma wo industry factory ni companies mo 24-hour economy as it is impact ben ana eba benya Ghana economy ni so sabe ya mampani din sa hyase
em say me ready say the parliament okay omont edom sa hyase a abeye mrasese on abomodin ema aye ntemtem edia amayen a ese no oma ati authority say ekuo bi a omwo saa dwumadie no asutumi a oni beye adwuma more or less ka say authority a na oye odine ho autonomy kakra bi ewonu ma odi beye adwuma aye hia say ombetumi take some decisions be ma saa 24-hour economy no aye adwuma die eyen say 24-hour economy no ebe ma adwuma no akoso round nti shifts a we 8-hour shifter just adwuma ba ko nipa 3 ebetuma ye ye pon for 8 to ebia 4 na 4 to 8 to morning 4 like that nti sana etie ukoye ye adwuma ship no 24 hours na e kaza ship no free akọ America ebia about 30 days at sea nti wonna onkoda na ship na gina nti ukwa o time so an obi abeyu ya dey cry 4 hours uko duty 4 hours na another 4 to 8 na obi aba 8 to 12 na obi aba 12 to 4 na obi aba 4 to 8 rounds are continuous and you upon 4 hours na wakoda 8 hours na send draw so bio and that is similar to what we intend to do here adwuma ba kono say niema no ekoyi a ebetumi ama nipa ba adwuma ba ko nipa biensa aye eno na omati authority a omna dine ma betutu to akwan mu begi say answer ebe ye pa no ede omode niema bi eto akwan mu yes ebi adwuma na opeso ye 24 hour no obehia more injection of money ohwa je say or expand or production because yeah adwuma na yeah there be an adwuma na wo no enso enti untumi emanipa emeye anadwo because anadwo no so to be dey pay ni more enti se ebe yi a se de manya authority ni be hwe enwuma a ye dem potential so obetumi akọ 24 hours no na ebi o maso masene mo wa expand no o expand a e dey ofa nipa e ka ho na ebi pon a na obi akọ afen so e dey o hwe se ni electricity enso so catered for electricity water ni ade yes 24 hour no e dey hwe na ye hwe market say already ayina law na ma ye na we nyina ka ho marketing because we produce we say 24 hours na e dey enya market because who produce so obi anto a let's say yes inti eno so embrana ma hye no and so be take care of that na omatumi ahwe marketing side no na atumi ama ni ma koso bigiri say ade papa se atumi ahwe ni ye na Ghana fo nyina yesomu a ebetumi ama adwuma aba man mu adwuma aba nso a taxes of the government no nso be dawson yes say yatumi manwuma ba them niema the taxes to every time government is imposing taxes on goods here because se nipa ni adwuma ya automatically obetua income tax nti eno na ede adwen ko income tax na more or less like indirect tax there was all kotade way na say the tax na to so a who feel indirectly nti slowly no 24 hour economy ba na say yetumi efa nipa no bebria abema taxes on other goods no akofam demu abeye personal tax a ene obi a oye adwuma bia utua tax ema na market no so and the supply chain no omo didwa omo ton sa good no say a market na expand here so bema human so adorson because what we ton no no omo ton the same goods no omo dorson was system no nti I think say a take offer already cry certain baby no take off to say DVL no near the ade no and services no all say dey bo dawuro ma citizens no who say oh a bought 5 kura na 8 a obetumi akọ this place no akọ di udwuma ho sa education be yi a ebetumi na so say dey lighting system no so say yi because ade asana say kuro no mu ayetuma obia empese obepie upia ahwa akronfo ayewade nti authority ni be hwese sa na ema nyina no dey be koyie street lighting owa policing the police ni ade nyina so security and so adwuma yie ama ayeye na yetuma take off
very well so o share the 24-hour economy na bana say the medical can expand the operational hours of these industries factories companies adwuma these companies the factories are what mine Ghana ha no bebre na your private your friends and companies na sometimes the how mo pa ye capital wo mo de betimi de ahye o madwuma mu a ebe pia adwuma na akọ animo apart from these incentives to set light na dia 24-hour economy eBay wo mo de incentives bi a ye be ma wo some percentage bi ana ye be tika wo betua so wo bra wo ye 24-hour economy light ni nsuo no you can say ebe ye senka ban no so betimi aso this private sectors na asene na woma boom in terms of capital etimi bia omunyumam say the be ya nipa dodo asese e be run shift no anke betimi akoso ana say no ba so e beboa
I'm sorry mentioning say a credit facility
yes
there access to credit no there available I'm say government betimi set up a fund somewhere these companies betimi access the idea is free because me I don't believe in free
no yes. Of course it's not going to be free but
it's can be too hard be accessible to these companies obia obetumi ohwe na so a potential na obetumi access no they expand ne jumadi na oye no anya sa na se oni akro oni capital no amiemu a onpi mfa nipa bi nka ho yes eti na very very vital so me hwe a credit facility no na mo enya na mo de aye I don't know na ke wo I'm say President Mama ye be paying this drug production company first and cry. Either Dampong so yes. The first term no on my own facility which we expand and the very big a drug production company we're gonna have. Yes, Tobinco. Tobinco. And something like that could be done. I believe that Tobinco by now be operating 24 hours.
Sure.
Because Nanka New Krana, President Mama, a son as na Uchimima expanded. This same idea could be a channel to other companies. How much serious are you show me potential? Be aware, which means a Ninimana or Yano and Soto. But only capacity now, which me expanded. Only idea, Acadia, which me ama the company which me a fending pack. Because people need items. Then so won't say Ayana a short to or market. You see, credit facility near dinner here.
Very well, Honorable Casano. You made mention of Sir Yentimi here 24-hour economy now. If soon so abonting, will be crabby suicide and you PS or Quajuma. Would watch your current lightning system and I said your near Messi Fati and do you think 24-hour economy no you bet me chassis na I sustainable
already a bit me chassis wo chassis na other appendages near ma account so ye at least you would certain places be where lighted or country ha na ina se be a factory when you per se or started 24-hour economy now. And yet, they say city authorities no within say 24, 48 hours. Fix because the brain lights in Onan and so a great light in this is brain, Bob Nashi, and also photo cell Nashi.
Yes,
and I be I don't know anyhow. And to see a near break partners here, 24-hour near here lighting now. Not this company, your father say, oh, way of operating 24 hours. I should think so within 24 at most 48 hours no the electricity company city authorities no I don't provide lighting with area that eventually especially the cities where they mostly cities no na ebetumi akoyi I shall say in the cities but be bones lighting when I saw the answer I don't think say it should take the city authorities more than 1 month to be able to light the whole town. Accra. Okay. And it take you more than 1 month. How much with the side,
Very well.
So that should not be an impediment. Hamper 24-hour economy. Say light in here there. Then would the here party credit facility. No.
Okay.
And no, I said the companies which me expand it. No much me employ more people. No much me running. And those days near Shannon, now company be running a year. Valco. Akosombo Dumas textile companies and almost all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, Abu so on a partner bus the binu corner binu ba. I mean it was Tamalitis was very vibrant. And you now see a bear for Clubana bus in Namso, it be a bus TTL almost bad be a 10 network so maybe I mean those days this thing was working and the Jaiman a collapsing. I think we can easily revive it. I'm saying people are doubting it, but we have done it before. Say no, say the any kohun. That's say I bet me I am my habo like this. I was a sailor those days. Black Star and Yakoba. I habo no 24 hours, and I do in an
okay.
Yes, and I myself
very well.
I saw it. Nadia, the habo the overcon be lighted. And they stopped working in the night because of thievery. Boys see but I think that now the security at the ports here very tight.
Okay.
What me sure say I started 24-hour economy now all round.
Very
yes.
Well. Honorable Peter Yakwachaka, former member of Parliament for the people of Memphis Central, now in Kano. May I call Abdul Razak Chachas, one of Deputy Director of Research at the Mind is Amanyoko Bono. Region me man akwaba na fe yenshen kono die na se Razak akwaba bibia boko de
nipa boni ni osi nyankopon ye nsenkyerene kyerem nsenkyerene bia nu ekyerene sa de pacho sa de achi edi
ade nya ache ope
na ye
ni se wo sai bisa nsenkyerene
be na kyerene sa de pacho
se wo koda na wehu
na wantima
na ade asan ache
sanbe obi da hospital ko lebu oje home kuraje na wote a osi nyame onye nsenkyerene be nsenkyerene bia ni ho Tell me, alhamdulillah. One first, I when you na minchao no abo.
Yes.
Minchan kramofoni nara a mo ya Ramadan.
Okay.
Me mo Ramadan Karim.
Man shall say.
Yeah, shall say.
How many days in the
shall say Ndra.
Okay.
Bimu shall say Ndra. Bimu so far and there.
Okay. Inti ene ye the whole day fasting na.
Ene the whole day. As you started ahomache 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
to number 6:15 p.m.
Wow.
Ya breaky.
Okay.
Mamefa Ramadan Karim Emma Nkramofo Assembly Oma Jibriti enkoma me regional chief imam Ba Sedu na enkoma deputy chief imam Bono region muni na me chom ekoma me wofa Fago Awanchi me man Ramadan Karim enkoma his eminence Shaributu the national chief imam his eminence Yankopon onhira no bebre no man nkwa bebre no man ahonde me ame ma me adize tukubra awusunyane Yankopon enhira no se wa wo me onya me ho abotre abedu samre me man Ramadan Karim me namfo nyinara asamre o majibra me domti MP Said Mubarak Sunyani East me Ramadan Karim omia amze o hwa Ramadan ya
yes
aban papa ba nti ama Ramadan no kra ye me hwa weda no kra
weda no keke
aban papa ba nti Ramadan ne da fombre chese obi se chese niam boaye fua ma ese ikura no yenji ndi se
we sure
yenji ndi se boni ne ya yere
ebi nso complain pa o se niam ne boarding wa bontin
sankofo no mo na ye yanom no na ye na etikrom ha o na the formula na didi wa ha o na ye 101 na untimi didi 3 times a day okrom ha
odi anopa no adoje
you can never eat esa obe kohwini okrom ha ye tikrom ha ya o aban papa abadwesi the pharmacy ajo krom ha ya na yete na Michael Ajekum papa wa bobra a wa sebu ni sika na nado ji sika na odi awe wo so pe 1000 Ghana cedi akoto BP aduro okowu wo UK yete krom ha ya diagnose cancer na say kidney problem pe na wu papa bi ashamai citynewsroom.com 22nd October 2024 okokunu ho just because you are diagnosed with kidney so ombra kolebo so nya scamba na ban papa bai and dem mama care ba a wo yare cancer do mama se kone yen kohwe ofiri and that chiri aba si chiri one bag ni na no na odise na ado ta na ton 650 and they ton 460 Ghana cedi aban be na chewi and that yeti krum hai odise beans a wo mde ekosi olonka na omoton na ado times 200 cedi that about 120 aban papa be na chewi and they yeti krum ha lorry fare yati 15% yeti krum ha nde petrol nde edibu apaye petrol ye buni se ne edibu apaye nde petrol aye fufufu Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enti ameka se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e dey pana Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne o se o pe president dey no baby de domama ye dey na aku Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia ne MPP no e dey na on person mo bank nya so be I don't understand and then me say where it's an insult e ya didi atem se Bawumia atimaye brave abasa wono nde ye nto abama no be di president no me den ye nti kroma ya na Bawumia wo hye ye bo se dollar no wati unlock the Savannah my IGP Satana dollar here 4 Ghana cedi 4 cedi to $1 what the equal 17 Ghana cedi and then your mama about 1 year pay
also COVID any Ukraine ni Russia and took in the hand
and you no one can say COVID jumping crow best one Ghana han ability say Kim Oman die COVID levy
omoje
COVID levy what is a krobi so where the tax bia ba man dey say yare na ya to ne levy me say nkan dey tie nka Donald Trump ne ma ya wo ye nkom be je tax kroma oni Iran for ayi nkom je tax awuji wa nka Israel Iran ntokai nkom be Russia Ukraine tokai e ko so nka ni na nkom be je tax yenti ana Donald Trump akwakoche omo president Venezuela president.
Yes.
Me think about me be catch as an internet. Hey, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, or your licensed liar. Oh, just say you shut down man license his own ditro. He's a licensed liar, a political scammer. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, me say he's not fit to become a president of this country. me say Ghana for ya sumdwe ne ya hotoi adwomama dia mayi si e di agro say ko fa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo ye Nanado Pro Max oye the photocopy of Nanado
na say okase ne time no what the medical drones aba asabe wo fuom kura no wo akawa drone ebeba na aba be hwe
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia oye alaji me say on the 22nd of 22nd of August our GBC hayai
yes
well papa imam national chief imam his eminence Shaributu okodina nanim sata na nkramofo ya chiriwie ayekoya sorry okohye papa no bo say hwe papa penyini we o nkramofo na ya chiriwie asre bone faje no ohye papa we bo say obesi secondary schools all the zongos in this country me challenging in the one on Boba Kopenchre Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia me say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so the president I challenge him Ghana for ni na say una we head of the economic management team and a Ghana for say ma die sika ma buya bra yesu ma ho kire nya penedie and atoye and a kenofurata wie sika no wadwane so Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so president dia on fa na no ntum no nka say ken me na nam your opinion or head of the economic management team so if he wants to become a president I challenge Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so your president ono so mbia na no kabi because Ghana need be a kabi if he is serious so the president no say economic management as head omu your maduma pepe na nya ntro na ndisi for digu so onfa na no tum no fre kenofurata so amra Ghana no mbebu akonta
kan yare o sa ho yare e wa America
na anu yayi and then your finance minister and ya shano or the pajamas na hanko gunisa what a disgrace a whole finance minister ono yare na a post na to no na ya oyedi post ato o onko sa no yare mbra no mbedi post no and then there udi Ghana ska o yare untimemba hwe ubetimi aye o big our Ghana cruise ukọ America we a small boy no ma kire ne fitness level no pajamas na shano o she pajamas sebi ye nuanu a omu kura afunu ana ya kire no ya hwe ne black ana ye de handcuff agunisa Mr. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia if you are fit to become a president come and do that ya tikroma ya na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so say be concrete roads one shas abono and that me 1 kilometer of concrete road on kire okroma okwa sempa yekobisa na oso omo ye polygu dam $12 million and omoje omo discount one blog okroma twanto so you want to become a president in this country near tikroma now about 1.2 million youth 1.2 million ni adwuma aho kire apeni edie ani ye fam bimu kura professor mbefa Russia ko Libya so ko wozo na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na or the vice president omuwie no mudi 11 be boy so pine betting tax 10% pine say what twa bet aho kire na youth ni komu no na what twa ne bet na wa we ne 100 Ghana cedi no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so waje 10 Ghana cedi na say we na John Mama ba papa ba ni abi twitwa saade ewem na wo say yenkofo mbla 1 year John Mama by how many ministers of our so system ministers and that make us say the system ministers in Green system ministers in John Mama inflation you found 23.4% and the inflation about 3.8% 1 year
within a year.
Who can say what a solid team and yet 125 ministers John Dramani Mamadi 56 ministers na achieve 1 year. Mr. Diana Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni MPP no mo beye. They should tell us a DMB number. Yeah, won. Hey, John Mama won kasa. He's a trusted gentleman. He's a man that believes what he can do. On kasa bebre. Enye slogans o. Enye dede.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba wo ba wo bisa question bebre no. Wo se wo ba a Christopher a wo mo so pese omko Israel. Odi omko. Said the Muslims come here no. Me say or they say kwatrika so be mantoma. No why then what you need. Onu anu nyankramufo a na yewe so John Mama free abamu 2016 na wo komeka unim na boa na yewe wo komeka John Mama time no na ye about 300 million 30,000 or the 70,000 700 million John Mama by 1 year and then wo komeka about or the 550 million Eh, baby abedu no.
Yeah, 500
say about 62,000.
Say what is the dollar no city and the 550 million.
Ubetimi etua
komeka ba Dr. Mahmoud Bamia oh alaji. Ah o se ono o Fred Mama Malam John Kubari yetuba mana. Ah o se ono o siri John Mama say John Mama ye no zo ekramoni. Nti so ye kramoni dia on tuba mba ekramoni. Odi maka fair eko 700 million. John Mama na onye kramoni no watima atiso amande nkramofo ye bekomeka wose odi Christians beko Israel Israel na omo fa $1 million ekofa abo firi wo ba ya ombetu amina donko bi wo ha so omo de ye odi say National Cathedral $1 million and omo ko fa abo e firi Israel ba ye so omo ba be na etikroma na nipa bako 19 ya dika 400 million.
Ebo ne bia na yes spiritual stone. Holy stone.
Entina nde.
Ye de best.
Entina nde sa mi na donko we da hoyi.
Holy
entina nde yete ha na obi per 500 Ghana cedi ato fango agu ambulance o hwere ne maame because omanya 500 cedis and petrol go ambulance one for one besa yarisa na yetima yi sika $1 million akoto obo afri Israel say ye de baba National Cathedral $97 million ne de abetu amina donko John Dramani mama nya $97 million no kakra ka ho no ebi na odi ye odi say interchange ye why na nde wanya sai na kutu amina wo se nde ye mamba ye president president na umbe ye den because he's an indecisive, he's a liar, and he's a one or your political scammer kasa.
Are you not being too harsh on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia?
It is based on what he has done. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Me say or your scammer. Kennedy Japan kasa mu ne kan.
No, and they are not.
Me say or your political scammer. Me say ABF say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia shall not tell good afternoon. She position of the sun. Because
ansana wajiso
because in the yetikrom here o si Ghana ni bia benya bank account pese me bisa no o fira kunyazo Ghana for no munya bank account me boa o say krom o say high rise building nima me ho na nde me wie o say program ya ho na me ko break me fasting
okay
o say obesi abronsan wo nima ni nara yenko nima sisi yi enko hwe sa abronsan na o say oba besi wo nima na wo enfa Yanko bisa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Political talk.
Wow, he's a political scammer. O ditro. Na nda oba trewiase. Send the trophy way ombra. Anyame na meka ho. Me so pa bosha gogo. Gogo beka the most political liar in Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Kennedy Japan, our year financier of the MPP, our year the then flag bearer candidate. Sembo Mocheche ofrinso beka cho so dencheme we di na chini. Say Kennedy Japan catch them say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ditro on patch out da and also trophy or the house for me kaya yamma me carry be president in sida
medase charges yanko his excellency the president John Dramani Mahama and they are what in such a 24-hour economy authority bill no asie then wo kan dia fasa 24-hour economy ya ubehwe na minority kra no mo mrase bedwemu a mo 24-hour economy ni na wen na wuti 70 bi na kwa na the president ejebo ejanya babedu then wo kan dia fasa
24-hour economy the most popular the game changer 24-hour obiya be didi peche ya jebo jana ba be duru say team ya catch rom omunye hu ye me say ye ko 2024 election wo na dia Ghana for apeniedie ene niema ye kom no one na ye economy no two aye jobs ya tikrom ha e ma ken ofurata catch re say school for na ya ko school okrum ha no ye certificate qualify say be ya adwuma Ghana that is what they told us na do dankwa kufa de necessity bo say once mo obi aso obi anto abama no yesu apeniedie no hwe oba Independence Square ha no oba ye na youth ni ewewe no uti asema or the KTM ogajo o si yeti kutu yeti sekube omo de adwuma no kwa ma yentimi ye that is the insult they insulted us and the game changer 24-hour economy obi abedidi peche obi ye anopa no obi ye awie no obi ye anwumre and the 24-hour economy authority bill and ya sign about parliament ayamra yenti ayeye sa authority bill we ni na ne sende NDC di akonya 32 years na se nyame pem na UP United Party alantremante party no eso ba obia no obetima sesa samra no ayɛ mmara ɛba 1992 ɛbɛtena.
I say even NDC edi akonya iwia.
Yes.
O say yes.
32 years. Iwia. Na say United Party Alan.
MPP for.
MPP me say omo ye disaster. MPP party no me say ye disaster. I had to say me say Ghana for one we deserve a certificate say etimi 8 years and the MPP government. Na or the party oyarefa an roba bi ko no kwa ko robo ma me bi. Oyi tu se ne so na o se onyi ni sika ma no oyi sika ma no o se ka che na do so mpa adwuma ma yen say yen jai. That is how serious the economy was. Or the Kaswa yenya P6 boy or Chini Yonku P2 ni I didn't go jiskadu because cinema men papa mo chiro mo dodo. Papa bi Kaswa ya biem or so news portals in na report here. She aho kire ni apeni dia e cause wo groma no. Me say I'm telling you cause and the cause ya in there ye 22 city your mama e connect 10 pesos and then your mama buy 1 year ye took cause in 1 city. Now cause and dey be agro. Ya betra koma lifting na now the time 50 pesos ya yi ba kwama nde ya teso 30 pesos and there also yansan ko to abai papa we 23 na go fa wan bla Dr. Mahmoud Bamia into 24 hour economy na e ba no e baba be create adwuma e ye job creation job 133 obia be didi e ye adwuma ba ko nipa miensa na e ye adwuma no enti nde authority bill no be se coordinator and the best central point now coordinating the 24-hour economy akwaya mra ay betra say ye be share constitution nti say aban bi kura ba no say onye we this or the parliament no onye 2/3 majority mo bugu say otima yi samra na ka say John Dramani mama obedi agro o ka say obedi agro enti no say say ye we na be share 24-hour economy na say nti 24-hour economy authority bo na ba enye slogans enye dede ye ake say na yetima dia ko parliament o ma pass no say dey free strategy say ye ba implementation nti ye ba be implement amara de ayi adwuma and your mama yiska 110 million Ghana cedis and odia seed money odia shase and that make say o say target or ba be target manufacturing what was the agri sector and o say agri beans 50% ye be processing okuro.
Oh look
it is a processing wo hanoma it means that companies o processing on be 24-hour economy na dey pay on pede ye 1.2 million youth o ma wie school and o mutifie and o munya adwuma nye enti John Mama say 24-hour economy say enkodi December no me say John Dramani mama ye be soon apart say ma John Mama si fira konya we so what this man want to do you never know me say the bole bamboy man the gentle giant John Dramani Mahama me say your legacy no person Jan Okroma no you me say we will marveled MPP party me say John Dramani Mahama ama mambo na say homework ya wi a wo correction no wo man na fufufufu I say pasco once what try them say you need the past questions abro say so who's there for sa na John mama mambo na ye wo man na cheap wo man na fufufufu me say so we have the men we have the sa na Guru boys. We have the men. We have 125 ministers. No bid is just 56 ministers. No about the said movie. Until John Dramani mama was in the 24-hour economy with the 110. They say no. And Marana be Juma betrasi. And there were you 110 million. Eddie shim and or they say your AC money bishim or send their manufacturing. And the companies be to say a Gary factory. Over say be a cocoa processing factory. Over say or they say plantation. And it's any money nana and sanitation. And there sanitation and 24-hour economy. And there a bit maybe road construction. There big push. And then we come Sunyani from Sunyani to Techimai. Techima to Wenchi to Wa to Hamile or Sisakwen and the big push and the 24-hour economy nearby and the financial services in nearby 24 port and harbor no more 24-hour economy and the passport office omuye 24-hour economy DVL omuye 20 and Yababe
will be a co passport office 12 a.m. 1 a.m.
and they be several 24-hour economy is happening and then mrawe babe semuno kenano not just and it has come to stay and there was it companies or beshas pilot and beshas the 50 companies the beshas 50 you see the worry or the same quarter than also be we kurandina chi John Dramani mama wa yebida into obesa yama na bro so John Dramani mama say here he's a competent leader, he's a gentleman said Dr. Mahmoud Bamian in economic management also your mama a communication officer.
Yes.
Or no a communication or 1 year economics. Obi also 1 year economics. Wale Adam Smith. the domama yen within the shortest possible time no say me did that send your dollar no betima ba be do 10 Ghana cedi ama be do send the petrol boy for amande petrol for your advert say be di wachi ne to petrol mo petrol for your advert say be 20 enu kosua na be to petrol mo. It tells you the kind of gentleman I am. And you are saying there are more 24-hour economy no and the tax more tax exemption. Or more 24-hour economy from a number 10 a copy on upper 6 electricity bills no be cut swam now then with the and there be more incentives there be more musika the idea ship and they say every region be set industrial parks no be 50 acres of land. I seem say the industrial park are processing factory honey way. And John Dramani mama 24-hour economy can there you be year juma matter. Nobody is sleeping in this country. But say baby you quiet ko bobusiam. Omo year juma na jo. And there nuanom ye wo fa no mo outside mu na. Omo ni na year juma. Omo year juma na jo de emanisika wa. Anti John Dramani mama ya implement ya wie no. Say we are coming to the second phase of the program. The second phase of the program is the implementation. What just cannot to and Branaba. And what is the second phase? The government now and make us 50 acres of land. I seem like industrial parks on Mobia near the parks, a bed designated as a Volta River Basin. Yeah, agriculture, kakra, electricity, or honor. We market to her, our we and you bet my the 24 hours. And to John Dramani, mamma, or car, or bay. And all Gusua and all deliver. I say, 1 year new. I feel no kind sooner. The promises he promised. Ahoto ni apenidie ayakom no me se no ababa se ya dia ye ko ye ti da enti John Dramani mama ene o de se Sami Jenfi Dr. Atoforsen adwuma o mabo o mo che nipa 125 no enti na man da o ni brani apenidie na me won me bompaye nya de bia me sreb pai boma Dominica nyene sankofo won won chumugum me se ye 20 se economy na ya kora na wie no 24-hour economy ye implement we mesre Dominica nyene mesre no de aka ene se bechinko ye chomutuma no manu ye di awkruma
chachas medase na miankasa personally di ama sa 24-hour economy and His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama wording in say authority bill na se a abeye mra na ye medene se because you be 2 weeks in na ehona hu se krono bi so ha se enye wiem ne be yesum pa hu se ade asa se obi anda asa obi anda wo krono so be ye 12 1 3 2 am honi nyina no market koso bibie koso te se nipa wo krom won mo ekọ adwuma wo mantimi ama amedi dwana sa na jo no ma ba wo di omudwa kofie. So I think it's a 24-hour economy this time around. Ebabetina Sunday. You know, support it. Na
participate. Yes. You better fast track water and electricity connections. Priority regulatory clearance to clear production timelines. Omo companies ombe nano electricity.
Yes.
Fast track. You better yama montende. Until you 50 companies ebe shasi.
Okay.
For the first year we in 2026. Until electricity. Unza yano mobile na omuko electricity problem omu jato we ho afango o man kwa krabi mpamba senka dum somra nanka ne yenka say odi dum so na ba mama na mbaso
mira status
mesre Ghana ni biara say yemfa mpaibo akiriwi ayeye ye bompa ye ma John Dramani mama say ontimi ensom Ghana ma kwa hoto ye den embre
very well. Abdul Razak Chacha say deputy director of research at the Mandisha Manyoko no Obono region now attending Council Kasano ye told me no so dia ma ni mo menka say Divine Hope Herbal Center woman on the Otria Herbal powder diaba we say droi eyema enema bebre yarewa hodo esi oni peduamu no ma ebe ye free ho ebi say waist pain e mane meme nyina musisi e mo yamba cha won saka Otria Herbal powder na no ma betimi abo afi pulse sexual weakness low libido and stroke ulcer menstrual disorder edwe won saka bi na se wono mo a ebetimi aboa na yare wahodo amabobo se nyina etimi ayi na free hokra hyene so se obeno mo a wo fa one pack na utwa no ano apɛ warm water na wa wo so no kakra ehye no mu na no wa hwie ni nyina gu anu at once be ba cho ebetimi asaw yare mo wani age kai na hyene so se eye anopa awia anwumire ahomache abiri bia se wadi de awie nkwane de ubetimi anomotwe aheba powder ama wo hu etimi ato ubetimi nya bi ato Gapsin Pharmacy Okofodia Cap Heba Osunyane House of Drugs Ashaman Boachi Ansa Cape Coast afi nana boache ba tema PK agumbila ewo temali na ho nso nsatimi aka otwea heba powder oye Divine Hope Heba Center for the abane bi bomode na friend number si ombeje osina opebi etu aton a nsatimi aka bi na nso atimi etu aton 0591 565 557 0591 565 557 and 0550 639 037 055 639 Ochia Heba powder or see Ujana Shewa Wankasa Udimirika na fe waba yet what media no so ha ma menko honorable Peter ya okwachi aka ho na fe yento yen komo no so honorable na watwi ye mu ana obatan bi ekowo ye mam Probi Hospital na yesi obatan ne ba ne da ho no first yes mu kakra ntie me se wo gina ho me wo mo hwe ya obeti na ni ane ba enna ho ye bisa mu na sakola ni hospital okra na so sabra me ne wo de ka say de wo matimi abomoden ma wo machi maami a wura hospital wo kofa akora ne di ni pie no ama mo nsatimi aka akora no Ghana Health Service at the new reform saba new directives they about to all regional directors one modida hospitals are no ehwese sane ma no betimi akoso na aboa se beye na de see man Probi Hospital no ebi ntimi sibio na wo hwe measures om de egu akwan no ma ba ko ye enhanced staff identification system se beye na staff wo hospital wo mo betimi a show mo ntade edede om tax abom ne hu sampa asumesi ana obentin wono ye adwuma hospital ha enti ahaye wo wura akra no wo akwanya sensemi a esisi nyina den na wo ka na wo de afa sansemi ho
yo okay me no da say na member ways I mean for back be into my personal observation
okay
yeah adwuma outside and pay be no 24-hour economy I can of Singapore and other places American shops no
yes
private when you can companies so and you can na shops no so no it was a shop no 8 o'clock no could be a shop 5 o'clock no at 5 o'clock and now workers so upon a woman and yama of Singapore my shops will be about 10-11 and a 10-11 no more shop be 12 midnight near the boss na still a crumb it will be poor Juma a friend or cotton in Yama obedi dinner they all eat outside and the shop owner so be close by 1 a.m. no akoda and no pa 8 o'clock no or no maybe a shop no 10 o'clock and I think it enhances business they say yaponi ukas o corner o pebibia to a those obey na shops in your close it I think with the 24-hour economy a place all the now shops need beer obonse automatically be ma ekuru mu nyina aye hye aboshintia na adwo ezo mo ye no mo pon at least be 11 o'clock kra eno kra ya okay na nye se wo private man 8 o'clock no be o shop 5 na workers upon no a no beta de na no atum osu kofi odi worker no o adwuma mu a
sika nyina afa wachi
okay nti worker no o adwuma mu a o so mi kotoma de no no so afiri adwuma mu nti productivity so into ye low nti yenhwe eno eyi pa hospital they say do say me back hospital because one kwa 5 o'clock yapon yes I think all these things will be addressed na hospital dia okay a general attitude in the country because oka say obia nshena tade obia monitor me just again no ko so ko share hospital tade
there be nurse no I'm nurse the kofa
exactly nurse
pink atadi
oh sir
shebi no to penetrate kofa enti no saade no mka se obi a hye na tade no I don't see the difference na emra so say sa technology ni ade aba no yeso ebe use bi
and not just o sheda price o kwako fa ko fa no
na ade nyina o nani abro ko fa ba ko na ni sa gro no odi o ko fa plani so ko fa bana ko nto hye na satade na obowura mu ho nti maame no adwin say o ye nurse o so ka kire so o de ko ya de kakra no command medication
wow
and they say nurse or dress it say nurse our command medication the woman so on suppressing
any fanoko
na bra na we ya na fe na eba ma edrozo ma Nurse so ma.
Yes,
Oblu alarm on the charity. We need something more than the tag near, you know. Those
no measures need be assigned waha or CCTV system upgrade and maintenance. The BI won't be to me the cameras in Abawa, a bit to me a capture intensified staff training. Nina eka measures and say mandatory discharge verification system. And also woman to me and Fabian call and a dedicated postnatal ward presence.
Yes.
Nina measures are the Ghana Health Service.
Nina no I am if you say reset you never reset in your mama.
Okay.
Now your general attitude towards work, no. Minya, it's bad because call abrochini idea. Well, now answer na be wura to say a ward I don't win somebody a card via
and need so
no
what we call when your staff
on your staff or room because ubenya somebody card what me the
yes
ordinary dress they say no be between apembi them the card no and the between amount access to certain places.
Okay.
All these CCTV no yes you be na said you can maintenance no crab heading. Yeah you be boka no the way say procurement be di pa o. O ma say ewurade maybe no go my dey.
We need out of
procurement and a baba a bus said ya na omo ehun aba a bi ukoto CCTV amma all this you jai when we are crab to plane ni akoyehye yeshisha within a best 6 months.
Okay.
Now break it down. I believe so.
But almost specific upgrade and maintenance.
Minia.
No, now there is a new directive. No, don't you think they will be monitoring these new measures? Somebody go acquire me say be na hospitals no. Occurrence BCBO.
I hope say Honorable Kando, I know him to be very energetic because and somebody they can now super the bedroom on maintenance especially yan ya bayo and I said I'm just a procurement in bebem in the crime be so ya opportunity license to kill ya be ya de no ne ye wi a even report a control room okra na o hwa de no a ubona phone sinaso phone sinaso nti on hwe screen kura na obi afa ho asiniki akofa abofrand nako obawie no.
So you are talking about your attitude
towards work. Yes, it's so bad. And I think say research na ye no yan hwe no so ye.
Okay.
I mean president mama or ye niema no or bomode to niema ne ade na see yan hwe your attitude ni ye a e be high because obia kwadwuma bo hu phone si amanfo aso da nurse si obako phone si na so obaye den my example me last one medical student wo US or yare no call hospital na ni sister enso ye doctor na okọ hokọhwe and the nurses no on phone black person Nigerians phone si wo maso
America
oti ho na abofranda ho na ono omo edin komo two nurses so di ko na phone si so na ka say na me ba doctor o take you omo no report you within the year dismiss you.
Wow.
Ya dismiss you. And your complaint the nurse superintendent nanka sana fe dey obe take charge. Some vitals na dey omo kwa on take no church bi na dey call.
Wow.
Onya kan ko di ni come phone. But when it was reported straight away they were dismissed. Two of them were dismissed.
Vitals no mo here accurate reports na wo metimi e dey ahwe wo no. Oboni trima no wa church
bi. Na otiho say o parentema dini come with phone so and they were dismissed. Na Ghana hey. All your human crana phone ha. Now
personally I hope so much say sir new measures we e be take effect. Honorable Miangasa me koda hospital. That was the first time and admit me or hospital. Me mbo hospital needing for one or two reasons. And me da whole almost 3 weeks. Inti kwanya no mo faso de pania ne bomb de insuesi nyina na afi me ya used to. This new girls omo yom clinicals ne eniema no. Obi am abaje private ward. Me dwene me ho because me pay the day inside the ho. Ekofa new girl bi new nurse bi bra me. na bu ensuo keke na abayo ne di si mi so
hi
man jimi say yankote no
obebunu
dia abayo yi me oma wo me mpanye ne saa ma se me hunu kwan ye fa so ye adwuma na me say mamines se de wo ye ade no enye saa no mo ye no enti je say obebo me twede kura ana me si okay ye ogina me nsen ho be ye 10 minutes na ensuo no di si mi so na etimi aflow eri afa me be nsi mu ha no ontimi nye ana me ka chen say ye wo de ekọ enti o twene ho echi kakra no mia me nsa we back wa me de eyi adjustment kakra no mi ade na ensuo no eba na enemu na me say well
yes
me na me di mpane wa ha na menim wo ye new girl afi no waba enti enyema bebre cause ono me koda hospital na endura ye de mame no eti nkosua eti milk abrante pa magigi adem anopa ne aye tea pocho ne ya chinkosua ka ho bua ye koto jollof ba nkosua da so 3 days me da ho na fe me ho na ma de aye me no ni nyehwe kra na me ka chonso mo mfa enduro ni mame na me hwa de mi be redi ho a enduro na me nom na de na eti nkosua ne milk na me free senior nurse ni say madam enti wo ya we me nko na nka me da ha no mo a hwese de na mani so enti me ye na aduro ma ntimi anka nkyerɛ me say wo no maduro ya me ni kosua me ni milk ya de enti be kumi a asem kan say I'm sorry. Honestly, I really wanted to take them on, but Penino frame. I don't know make us say the S in the main chom. And so many people be brave on hospital see. On will be brave across hospital negligence. Negligence. One more show. Papa dia now young girls ya. So you said you may be anywhere. Young nurse is they are abandoned posting. They don't have the passion. Nanka nurse intimate na ready no ntwantro so obi abono wo breko obi amfa ne nsanka no ya buna beti ni dodom ha se atu awo reje ya rafa asem na mekan nanso ye kwaye ne bibia hwehwe ne nipadua mu no ensa se kura nkan ne you don't have the passion for the job. So these new measures and reforms me bompa ya hwe se betimi aye adwuma.
So I say, we cannot blame only the nurses because only part of the general fabric of the society.
Yes,
the society in your attitude towards work. You're setting you may you share the personnel and so on. Na ya no ye be nyina be kwa obonsi ye be kwa ko ye hospital ye di nipa kogum ya nurse be kakra no nipa na attitude na wo no na say ne ma. And young cultural, upliftment, no. Young Sabi Bia reset, no. Because the mamma often I dream, say, or resetting Panswan Casancasa.
Yeah.
And yes, I'll be breast, I'll be ya, obos any Panacasa, and yet, it next year or more year can you know a reflection of the society.
Okay.
Office Biabo could be Sabi Bon say, attitude. Now, what corner will be a manager crony. Or to the car call.
Yes.
Who beside who they be what you say? No.
About one yapon.
Yapon. My brother, I am a media example. I was a seafarer at sea.
Okay.
At sea there as a engineer. No, you cannot joke. Yes. I do quadruma 8 o'clock by 7:30. You have to be there. O could really be. At by 7:30 now. You do everything you hand over. Now you can't a ship is a question a ship sounds and that attitude and mentality no yes when I became a chief engineer now now you mistake a crab you are going home because me my own for you know me kumi
I'm uncle Shensia.
Because you say, my bomb from one cadet, 4th engineer, 5th engineer, 2nd engineer, 3rd engineer, now I'm a chief engineer. Now, a squad man. Over try no.
Never be about
you can say machine, a dear machine, call late machine, and machine 1.11.
Yes.
Now, call 1.12.
You are going home.
I will come back.
You are not serious.
Yes.
And
That attitude to working.
Yes.
Over her adding. Yes. And only idea you still in people.
Okay.
Say me and Feduma ni agro. Ye kwa adwuma phone ni ade no ene ne di agro.
Okay.
Obakwa ayi sade na biti ho nti
TikTok ni
ade ne ye
no mo sere
yes me see me kwa adwuma hipa ne nansa na kwa na adwuma no nipa nkomo mu di ni sira mo sere o say na adwuma mpani
I think say reforms na ka say health workers no wo mu kodu adwuma ma mo nyusu mo phone no so beboa.
Of course.
And also beboa.
Yes.
Hours are put your phone somewhere.
You can't use the phone. My brother,
Nancy not on my phone system, but not earpiece to show my son. Only on my
the phone should baby. Yes, you can't use the phone. It's the attitude towards work, or the affair assistant.
Okay.
Now, young can't only nurses, but every facet of their, overcome the attitude, and yet, Tianya President Mama, the oil, was a baby human being. Hono na akotosini
okay
na de obeye bia na enye
because
maintenance ya de nyina we mi giri se wo se omu ya vigilant a ko be hunu na bia obi oti wo nurse no ono so o hwe ne
oye
bibi foforo
attention ni ho
yes because all these gadgets na ya kan be aduma na so physical observance no say bia nurse bi o ho obo se no o ya attentive obo se nurse we no
and
the question
definitely if you also be rana so nyejuma wa tie nyine be hu it necessary wo hospital munim so be fufu bi e na so bi ti say matade a the person
but I believe say they were not attentive obi aye bi phone especially this time no na saying baby abako bia obi ani sin phone yes nti omo ye no omo hwe na so omo tuma strict laws a say untumi media grow wadwumem kra yes o dia so kwabruchira why na we kwabruchira o tie adwuma no use phone no
me say
yes
wanna me ko hunu say wi ase no eda soronko o baabi say the way obi ani si na adwuma o yes so ka bola ka kra no a
oh yes
why serious
so no na obi ka ne ba fem you akofa bola no dia shame
o time a wo mo de ye adwuma you don't miss it. Okay, say 9. Me can say me back to the airport. Na me time no here. Na over from 9:10. Iti me share me hotel wa beye about 8:50. Na me sani ba reception ho. What happen na guy back go back and say yem kona car no joint to baba family no enche we do 99. Me do 99 na car ni gina ho. 99. Honorable Midasi, Mami ko chachas. For kakrafa so a nurses for ya say hospital ya say me abano. Any the new directives and measures are Ghana Health Service said abano.
Obrempong me GD say me president na John Dramani mama meda. The name of the game is reset. And my MPP time. And the we are no musi ye niema.
I'm to niema won sisi ya.
Ntimi nyesa.
Okay.
John mama na DC ni ka twea oyina di. Twea no bi kan oyina di. John Mama and the minister Jananum so no $1 million or no free policy unity. That is John Dramani Mama for you. And there was in a reset agenda we will be ties obia obey mistake na scandal afano no for all the be scapegoat 1 year near what is obia di teku 1 solid year what is obia di teku and asempoa na o ka sende akwala ya wi ani ye wi na be 1 week pe ya chini pakro no John Mama surveillance intelligence ye adwuma okuma yanti heya kolebu omo left no say almost 1 year nye ba ya na kwabla mita kan do ko omo fix we no yanti heya na suhini ene kwabla mita kan do ko tamale due to sa negligence obi kom ma hu de omko show no omko entam wo ho na minister na bo pie ho yen crown on our visit John Dramani Mama reset no ye adwuma. Until there, you can't do business as usual. What mean yes, I no. Things are not happening in this country. Until and there, the measures are bad. You see, what is the identification cards, staff ID, obia also say. And to buy why you identification card in a ball or staff ID can also show uniform. These are the new measures I hear about. And there, or say facilities in the encanka baby ya won kwalano. Or say tembia ni pejina ho. They say me sure say mami hu ne bai na nurse ni bia ngina ho entina ma obitimi ya de efa mu ba ya obejo nti ndem new measures ni say yesi babia ye wo nkwala ni wi adu omgogu no de bia ye wo say station nipa emane de emane tra ho and there was say discharge who say obi be call hospital e wo say discharge wa wo do security e so wo do discharge yi ni kire security na san wa pie ye sure say bi ni wo and there new way no measures ni say and there ya yi wo free hospital no uduru checkpoint security be bi say de na e de discharge na wo de wo de no wo de atro mu asara ya de wako CCTV camera mamu we CCTV camera and a picking anim and a police here we are permanent probio e won say polyclinic okopie kolebu nti akwara ni so odini kolebu em so okọ no akwa ye no medication o se wa wo foforo nti kolebu na twam ene ye mo ano ene de ne bai enti me si John Dramani mama reset agenda it is no business as usual nti me say obi a wa we kotoda also obewe kura yendi na chinde ndo udi agro e beyi wodi and there we nurse ni now so be sabotage abanwe it will never work
so o kan sadia na abandi de twem MPP wo mo beda na di kire yen ukọ NSA National Service Authority woni e first sika wo ho ukọ NAFCO Abdul Wahab Hanan sika wo file wo ho kwabena dubu ahene and a lot of them sabre go ya 1 year and over yem baby e kwa kopim na research no Ghana for so me say
Obrempong with all due respect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nyankopon nankase boni wiase for the 7 days ne bo wiase me ba
yes
but all says so do men go how many days so the 1 day
yes
ade ne say e simple ba ne kura enye easy enti say obi a sheda political thief awiaw why se kra otutu amina na wakoni tie fie gum na wakata so wonsa na obehu babia tie finish no enye fadi agro enti odo ma wie sika no na ma position ye but I'm telling you trust Dominica anyene trust Dr. Serem Sai trust Eduji Tamakulu me see these people omo bedam I'm telling me say yeah I'm telling you by the close of 2026 some of us say MPP ni bi antuma yamba be communication ma what is the NDC
wow
we won't do it because we
have you on record
yes have me on record message the 2026 ending me MPP ni tumua me nyewe now cause it's business as usual and the business agrada or won fitness level
agrada nya na yati aso aba 1 year
no the nam kromo se na aba no no nim so obekwa jail
but see at 15 years ya to so
emra ye kwa appeal na ye or the measures aba at least we have ya chino that is aban papaba because agrada yes han ne ma ni no enya MPP tam no sha se o ye sika gare no wie no say o ye bosoma di amanfo sika medobo ama no wie ye e no be no so o ye sofo maame enti obe wie no san be ye sofo maame wo honom e no san di amanfo sika no tikroma ke kansamba sa ye ba how many months there mo ano and there won't me ka say John Dramani mama wo there no ma ne mba Ashanti region Ghana for mumro mutra do mama yemsa bemma dwane akose dem John Dramani mama eno eti John Dramani mama on kasa bebre enye the day the job day on the ground eti me say obi a wafa Ghana simple wafa Ghana for cap minim say Ghana for ye moja ukuri ye moja ni dere and sky train omugina ho and wallahi Mustafa Amin the country is muddied, is dirty. Wallahi, no jina court.
Ni mo mo de ababe tuja properties a wa kwai.
Ne filling station back on La Paz junction one man.
Yes.
And now kwa oma breaking filling station na ya you say and the seized. Ya twatwa and ya seize ya to.
Any operational bio.
Any operational ya seize I seems and do court akoniaba. Won to me sika ya de man so nkwe Cocoa Rose a 1 year ni na no. Around the abia say within 3 years hwe Cocoa Rose ni na ka da Cocoa Rose 26 billion. But 2021, 2022, 2023 Cocoa board adi 79 years. Ka na da ho ni na Cocoa board ansa na ye free akonya so be si 2020 na ka da ho ye 3 billion. MPP about 2020, 2021, 2022 Cocoa Rose nkwa 23 billion ka eno mo di ato. Na o ka say ade Cocoa no ye dua no office. Cocoa ni ye dua no office. Boa hi edu. Me se amafo me say amafo be physical ba yente a me say obi a wodi Ghana kapre na o de kere frata so e bem ombra dia me say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni die mu president adi me say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ti da do edi mu na no tum na o ka say kere frata me na me your boss our economic management team enti me srew bra Ghana na de ne bebu akonta na me hu say ampa me hwe wo so no wan wi asika biara me ka me ntena platform so enye campaign tia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ka me yedin
so timi ma kenofurata ba Ghana
o dia man on bia na no kase kenofurata bra Ghana o dia onye bold I challenge him so sika no di me see because kenofurata ba Bawumia to be daddy man bra PDS me see insurance guarantee bank guarantee no on sign ye 10 no ko insurance guarantee Bawumia na ne signature ade a yesi ye di sika eba be ye PDS no o de bank guarantee ebe ba sampa mi wo sika wo ho no ma
nti mo de majapade wo
mo de mamia sika we de o se kaba eno na mo be fa number e de ye nti mo fa electricity company ya worth for Ghana whole Ghana electricity company worth about $6 billion no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yesi o mo fa sika nto ne yemfa nshon mo nsa na mo manage electricity company yesi o di sika eba ansa na e di amount go for in sika na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ko change contract no instead of bank guarantee no any insurance or say insurance guarantee sanko for mu nika pre yenko fitiri once you know ema na nado ankasa mu ka say PDS was a scam Peter Mewu former energy minister was say it was fraudulent PDS omba ye yaza entina me say Dr. Mahmoud or your confidential trickster he tricked you with confidence. He's a political scammer.
2 minutes.
He's a licensed liar.
2 minutes now for hospital in 7
Dr. Mahmoud 2 minutes. Right. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Yes. Function is near the Ghana man say omba o dit frankasa. With this hospital issues are here right. John Dramani Mama reset agenda.
Yes.
Things are working in this country. Until aside saying the nurse for yet your allowance more. Aside the sender John Dramani Mama was in there or with the big push, expansion of Efia Container Regional Hospital. Yet to come no 2 for 1 kasamu. Eya la sulala o kumasi so the crowd come for noche. John Dramani Mama by insisa da and there was each district be making sure so basic chip compound. Awon krum. Enti nda we nurse ni krani ye train with way. What one or health minister or Bopio hospital. Until all these measures be there edi. Na send the hospital and the nurse ni oba hono or identification number. Ni din abone tag so was send uniform on to me Saturday bia ye den emba hono. Afensu ba bia ya wo nkwala ye di o magu no. E say nurse ni ye position nurse for mienu o mo desk esi ho. Me da ye nkwala na den agum. CCTV camera ye adwuma. Me say John Dramani Mama obi amfa na gunse ni mu say John Dramani Mama aka so obeye no.
No obeye na me da say
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni MPP aban.
Me da say
yan hukuru yanim nkosoro. Ya ba beto abamo.
Me da say Chachas Abdul Razak Chachas Deputy Director of Research Edema Ndisi Amanyo Kon ewo Bono region na otenika so kasa sisia no. Honorable Peter Yakwachiaka former member of Parliament for the people of Memphis Central. One also be kan yensa wo dwumadi so. Ebani for admin so yedamase. Some of them momre ebeso yen. Osia ye to dwumadi no so ana ye de abawe ye news team no so aba. Na make say ex natural mineral water yensia enuane no I say nsuo nya bia ewo bi wunya bi na one abusuane no ma ebetimi abo ama pomudin yie pa momodin na hyede nso se wo ye wedding wo ye engagement wo ye yie dwumadi bia wudie no wunya ex natural mineral water wo ma bebe bi no ombenom ama omani atimi age ho yie pa obenya bi o Melcom ne Minimart bi shop bi ebe bi awokọ ho a obenya bi ho na atimi abo a yie momodin na fresh our number is open do 2 now so what on ombejo so 059 627 3546 059 627 3546 and 059 627 3547 059 627 3547. Ex natural mineral water is simply natural. We shall have a brema quine, then so yeah, they inside politics, you may dealing now. Abanaway, Oko MCR, Mr. Raf Jampu, ɛwɔ hɔ afei ɛyɛ Peter Cranton wɔn nso wɔ hɔ na Emmanuel Kusi wɔn na ɛwɔ MCR hɔ camera ɛyɛ Elvis ana afei Francis ne gyina camera si n'akyi na afei obi twa dwumadie wei ɛde ma Lizzie na ɛyɛ makeups ne ma yɛn na afei ɛho yɛ fɛ ne ɛde bɛdi dwumadie yi miankasa mede dwumadie ho kyia me mede deɛ nke Obrempong yes the grassroots president Okwap Mike Ania Nyankopɔn yɛ admo kyena yɛne obɛsɛ hyia wɔ inside politics dwumadie so news for now ready wɔn mo ba bɛbɛ so mo makrao